All right, what's good? What's good? What's good? Sorry I'm late this morning. Hope you guys are well and all that good old stuff. Hold on. What? Okay. Kentrell LeGrew, what's going on, man? All things, what's up? Cornelius Burnett in the building. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Ray Patterson, what's happening? Jose Lopez. Gabe Toss, what's going on, man? Kentrell, what up? Mr. Mileage. David Howard, good morning, man. Shout out over there on Twitter, man. I'm pretty sure you usually say what's up on Twitter, man. What's going on, David Howard? Good morning to you, man. HMC3, what's going on, man? Mills Rob, what up? Yep. DJ OC in the place to be. Make sure you guys go subscribe to the Parlor of East Wheaton, POEW, at mixcloud.com. That's mixcloud.com POEW. For Parlor of East Wheaton, for the old school Dusty's house music and all the great music y'all can listen to while you're riding in the truck or while you're chilling in the backyard, whatever you're doing, check it out. Richard Paris, what's going on, man? Patrick Pitt, I don't know how to pronounce it. What's going on, Patrick? Michael Winters in the building. What's going on? What's going on, Fi? What's going on, Mr. Solis? Valley in the building. What up, man? DJ OC. I think I said what's up, DJ OC. What's going on, man? Khalil Khalik in the building. What's going on? The beautiful Barbara D. Good morning. Sherman Hill. What's happening? Don't mess with Texas. Don't mess with Texas. Bitch, I'm from Texas. Yes, sir, DJ OC. Oh, I'm so tired today. It's going to be tough to go on this, to do this show for a long period of time, man. I've been working like a fiend and I am getting tired. So click the link and let's chop it up. You know what I'm about to talk to today? I'm about to rub it in, dog. I'm sorry, man. I got to rub it in. Atlanta for now. What's going on, Gip Curry? Woo, I'm tired. Michael Winter said, how do you feel about Crawford's performance? In the fight, he looked very good in the fight. But I think that he's an older fighter. He's 36 years old, is starting to show. I thought that Madrimov put up a good fight, but I think Terence Crawford won the fight. Yeah. I mean, in the ring, he does. I do think he's slowing down, though. At least in that particular fight, it looked like he did. It looked like he did. And I don't know if that power is really picked up like it was at 147. So we'll see. What's up, Timothy Stoudemire? I'm going to put these links in the chat. Yeah, his movement and his feet don't look the same. Yeah. And also, you know, you had a guy in Madrimov that wasn't going to come to him. There wasn't going to giving him an opportunity to land a big counter shot. So it seemed like Israel Madrimov really kind of understood how to fight Terence Crawford. Didn't do enough to win, but I think he understood how to fight him. And I'm telling you, I think that is, you know, Father Time is undefeated. So it's just a matter of time. The longer he'll fight, the sooner he'll lose. So, I mean, the longer he fights, eventually he'll lose, not the sooner. Eventually he'll lose. But that's just human beings. That's everybody. That's not anything, you know, really shooting at him. Mike Diesel said Madrimov is usually a bull, but he was a matador on Saturday. Yeah, because he went into that fight with a different approach. He saw Tice, he saw Errol Spence. It's like, nah. Terrence, no joke. Errol should fight the same way. Except for, you know, obviously he's a southpaw. But I'm thinking I'm just tripping more on just the reality check that Gervonta and Canelo Alvarez, man, related to this guy, Turki Al-Sheikh and Terence Crawford, man, and how just people thought that Terence Crawford had the world, you know, like the world was going to bow down to him. And I just like, man, that's just not what's going on. And Terence Crawford's going to have to fight who's put in front of him. Like, Martin, I like Crawford. I don't agree with what he said. If it's easy money for Alvarez, why don't Alvarez take the fight? When he said that, I was like, why don't he take the fight with Boots? I mean, yeah, dude, he's bubbling over with the hypocrisy. Bud has a standard for himself, and he got a standard for somebody else, and he's going to say what he needs to say to get his way. I mean, that's very, very obvious. I mean, like, I still was very taken back by that interview with Andre Ward. I still really taken back by that, man. Bud is going to retire. I think, honestly, no, he's not going to retire. I don't think he's going to retire. If he does, hey, man, great career. I don't think he's going to retire, though. I think he's going to take these fights and get this money. That's what I think. He said he used the art of fighting without throwing a punch. I don't know what that means. I've never seen that. B. Davis said Madrimov brought no following to the table. Yeah, obviously. Correct. Apparently, neither did Terence. Apparently, neither did Terence Crawford. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, man, Fanon, hey, what's going on, Michael Hunter? I mean, Hunter Young said, hey, how much money do I have to ask in my GoFundMe fund me not to have Boxing Hacker get up more than 2 minutes? This Boxer, I haven't seen Boxing Hacker in a minute. I mean, you know how it goes, Hunter Young. Yeah. If somebody pays to put him off, $2 to put him off, be like, hey, man, somebody sponsors you to get the fuck off. Hey, man, I might ride with that. Yeah, man, like he doesn't try. He said he doesn't. He tries to unify 154, then he's done. Yeah, man, but I'm telling you, Terence Crawford may have boxed himself out. He may have boxed himself out. B. Davis said Terence don't have the. No, I think he has the wow factor. I think his fights are wow factor. He's just a jerk. He's just. I'm telling you, man. People that are jerks. People don't like you. People don't want to buy. Don't want to buy your fight. You may want to. You might want to chill out with being a jerk. Really, and it is related to the people you want to do business with and the people that you want to watch the fight. Terence Crawford gets a lot of slack from fans, from the things that leave Terence Crawford's mouth. Keon Greer. I mean, you can say what you want to say. He's going to show me every time. Show me getting that Canelo fight. Keon, show me. Show me him getting that. Hey, show me getting him that Canelo fight. Show it to me. Show it to me. I don't know anybody that got a Canelo Alvarez fight talking shit about him. I don't know a single person that got a Canelo Alvarez fight talking shit about Canelo Alvarez. If Canelo Alvarez will withstand the entire world asking him to fight David Benavidez, you think he got any problem? You think he got any problem? Any problem whatsoever? Telling Canelo Alvarez to beat it? Mike Diesel, Canelo wasn't Canelo when he fought Lara. Canelo Alvarez was not at the stature that Canelo Alvarez is when he fought Erislandy Lara. I got to let this dog in, man, because this dog's tripping. Yeah, when did he fight Lara? He fought Lara. He did give credit to Lara the other day, though. Yeah, he fought Lara like 2 fights after Angulo, bro. That's before he went to HBO. That was before he went to HBO. Let me make sure. Who was on this undercard? Who was on this card? Guillermo Rigondeaux. Yeah, that's a top. This is a HBO card. Man, Zhili Zhang was on this? That's crazy. Zhang Zhang Jilly Zhang was actually on that undercard, man. Zhang been around a long time. I didn't realize he'd been around that long. What do you say? What's up, bro? You thought I was the wrong guy on your live. This Dante, I'm a big fan. Pac-Man. Oh, you talking about from... Oh, you thought... Okay, so you're saying he was the wrong guy? Dude, you're not blocked. So you saying you weren't the dude, Mr. Dilly Dally dude? Don't worry about it. I didn't send that shit in to anybody. Let me see something. Did I? Yeah, bro. Tyrone Burrows and Boxing Nature E. I don't believe you, bro. Okay. Whatever. We'll see. We'll see if you click the link again. Oh, gee, what happened to Kyle? Kyle, what are you talking about? Kyle Porter? I mean, he comes around every once in a while. I just ain't seen him in a minute. T. Wells in the building said he'll run back to the PBC like Forrest Gump. Salute. Well, nah, he's going to have no choice but to deal with him, bro. That dude is completely surrounded at 154, and Turki Al-Sheikh ain't getting him out of it. Turki Al-Sheikh ain't getting him out of it, dog. I'm telling you. That whole thing. Mainframe 3 guy said, just showing support, my guy. Keep up the good work. Thank you, Mainframe 3. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Who you got for now, Laura or Danny? I got Laura, but Danny may pull it out. I got Laura. I got Laura winning that fight, unless Laura get hit with something, but I got Laura. I think Laura is one of the more underrated fighters, man, of the time in the time he's been fighting. Terrific fighter. What's going on, Greenville, Mike? Never. He doesn't have the power to do it. I don't believe that shit's going to happen. How? Oh, people take over boxing through weight divisions. Weight divisions. Al Heyman has every single solitary, he has an angle on every single solitary belt in that division. Every single solitary one. He has the BBC has the WBC and the WBO. They have the top guy in the WBA, and they got the guys fighting for the IBF. Almost all of those fights, at all of those belts at 154 belong to the PBC. All of them. Because Jermell has petitioned for the WBA Super. If Jermell gets his WBA Super back, Jermell is the champion for the WBA. Terence is a secondary champion, an interim champion or something with the WBO. Tim Tszyu is fighting Murtazalia for the IBF, and Fundora is fighting Errol Spence Jr. for both the WBC and the WBO. But if he doesn't take the WBO, if he gets stripped of the WBO, he's still got the WBC. Turki can buy all of. No, he cannot buy Turki. Naughty Dread. What's fucking wrong with you, bro? He can buy all of the PBC if he wants. How? How are you going to do that? How is he going to buy the PBC? Think about it for a second, Naughty Dread. How? The contracts for the fighters don't rest with the PBC. They rest with Al Heyman. Al Heyman is a manager and advisor separate from the PBC. So even if he bought the PBC, which he's not going to do, you still have Al Heyman. Oh, Natty Dread, don't worry about it, brother. I'm a naggy type. I be nagging sometimes, bro. Don't worry about it. Hey, what's up, Last Dad? Look, man, cats, I'm just going to tell you, bro, Terence Crawford really rubs me the wrong way, man. Like, it took a series of years and I know some of y'all really think, oh, you just, like, dude, I don't dislike Terence Crawford, but I watch how Terence Crawford moves, man. And Terence Crawford moves funny as the fuck. He moves funny. He just moves funny. He behaves funny. He's a great, great fighter for sure. In the ring is a great, great fighter. But bro, that dude moves funny as hell. Like, it's crazy. How can you say, but I don't know, man. There's so many people that will just be like blatant hypocrites. Like, yeah, you tried to tell me about the guy. Yeah, you did. I know you did. A lot of people tried to tell me about him, and I was seriously defending him for a long time. Then I had my own personal experience with the dude. And it's like, man, you just a wild ass dude, huh? Arrogant as shit. But I can understand Fanon done grown angrier and angrier over the years. He gets angry about questions we have, and we tune in for his knowledge. If we knew how much you know, we wouldn't watch. Bro, Baltimore news, I don't get angrier and angrier, please. I get nicer and nicer over the years. Fuck are you talking about? I've never fucking been nice, and I'm not angry. I'm going to throw your ass out, though, Baltimore news. See you later, dude. You're bringing negativity into my space. I was much angrier when I was young. Much angrier. I was much more angry a couple years ago. Devin Haney pissed me off. I was upset about Bill Haney and Devin Haney. I won't lie about that. I didn't like those dudes at all. Because I didn't like how they behaved at all. That will make you upset. Because they're out there lying on a bunch of fighters and tearing a bunch of fighters down. And I thought, hey, man, I thought we were here to help fighters out, to build fighters. But all of a sudden, there's this 3-year-long attack on every black fighter around 135 pounds by Devin Haney and Devin Haney fans. Is your thing with Bud personal? My thing with you is get the fuck out of my face, because I told you exactly what it is, stupid. If I tell you what it is, why are you asking me what it is? I told you what it is. I'm telling you very straightforward what it is. Terence Crawford is a hypocrite. And I'm not a big fan of hypocrites. If Terence Crawford says that he's not taking a fight with Errol Spence Jr. unless he gets the money that he wants, he turns down a fight, goes to fight David Avanesyan, leaves Errol Spence hanging because he feels like his accolades, he deserves X. Then what's wrong with Canelo Alvarez doing the same thing? What's wrong with Canelo Alvarez doing the same thing? He's saying, oh, now I know that you're scared for your legacy because you won't fight me because you're asking for all this money. Well, couldn't people say the same thing about you? When you stuck up Errol Spence Jr. for all that money, he gave you what you wanted. He still feels like you got overpaid and took advantage of him. And Canelo's like, nah, bro, I'm not doing that with you. No, I don't need you. You calling for me. You never heard Canelo Alvarez go out of his way talking about trying to fight Terence Crawford. That's Terence Crawford trying to fight Canelo. So if Terence Crawford want to fight Canelo, Terence Crawford need to go talk over there, go talk to Turki Al-Sheikh and convince that dude to pay him the money. What difference does it make? Turki Al-Sheikh's losing money on Bud. So what's wrong with Turki Al-Sheikh losing money on Canelo? That's big-ass hypocrite shit. That's hypocritical. That's hypocritical. How are you going to say that Terence Crawford's afraid of you because there's nothing for Terence Crawford's legacy with you, but you do the same thing to Gervonta? He did the same thing to Gervonta. He's like, no, I'm only looking for the big fights. You're going to have to pay me a lot of money for that fight. You're going to have to pay me a lot of money for that fight. I'm not interested in that fight. I'm over that fight. Woody Wood. Excuse me, you fucked up. Very handsome, intelligent, bald, and angry. Get the good looking and smart part in there. While you out here criticizing, dog, tell the whole fucking story. Anyway, yeah, but it's not Bud's money. What does he care? $20 million is a lot of money. The $30 million that he wanted for, what do he want? $30 million for Errol? What's that? 3 times what he ever made? $150 million is about 3 times what Canelo ever made. So there you go. Canelo Alvarez has made $50 million in a fight. 50 times 3 is 150. How much money how much is Bud made in a fight? About 30. I mean, before Bud, before Errol. What did he make? He made 6. He went from 6 to 30. That's a 5-time multiplier. That's a 5-time multiplier. And he wanted it in a guarantee. 5-time multiplier on his highest payday. And he wanted it in a guarantee out of Errol Spence' team. So what's the problem with Canelo saying, okay, no worries, give me 3 times my highest payday to fight you, and I want that shit in a guarantee? It's the same thing. It's literally the same thing. What's the problem? But Terence didn't want to take the fight because he's like, man, this guy ain't got another choice. Errol didn't have another choice. I'm going to go fight this guy. By the time I'm back, Errol still wouldn't have fought. Fuck Errol. I'm not going to tell Errol that I'm not taking a fight. I'm going to drop out. I'm going to do what's best for me. And then I'll catch Errol. And by the time I get done fighting this guy, Errol won't even be able to fight anybody because he doesn't have a fight plan. And then maybe I'll come back and fight him. But you got a problem when Canelo Alvarez says, nah, man, kick rocks, homie. Nah, man, kick rocks. Or give me $150 million. That's hypocrisy, bro. That's hypocrisy. He went from 10 million to 25. He's never made 10 million in his fucking life, Natty Dread. Canelo Alvarez has never made $10 million in his fucking life before the Errol Spence Jr. fight. He did not get $10 million for losing all that damn money from David Avanesyan. The dude probably made about 6. The word from how much he made was 6. 6 times 3, and it's not 25, it's 30. He made over 30 million. 6 times 5 is 30. No, I'm not being dishonest, Natty Dread, and you can get out of my face or you can click this link. Who are worse, Buddies or Hanos? Hanos. Easy. There's that link, bro. Terence Crawford never got $10 million before the Errol Spence fight. That's the number that a bunch of people that consistently lie said about BOK Prime. The information came out that he got about 6, not 10 for David Avanesyan. That was a lie. Then he got 30. So the difference between $6 million and 30, 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 2.5 is 15. Yes, 6. No, yes, 6, bro. He got 6. He did not get 10. That's y'all lying about numbers again. And you got the number, and you got the number from people, that basically told you they were lying. They told you they were lying. The people that came up with that number said, hey, man, if he merely made 5, I'd say 10. If he really made 20, why not? If he made 10, I'll say 20. And they said 10 about Bud. And Bud never went back. You're a fuck off, Natty Dread. I know perfectly fucking well who said $10 million, you goddamn lie. Fuck off, Natty Dread. You out here steady fucking lying, bro. I must feel terrible about what? I don't feel terrible at all. I'll throw your ass out. Go make a new name for yourself, homie. Go make a new Bud fans and Bud's camp. Go make a new name for yourself, bro. Go hit a bag or something. Go hit a bag or something, bro. Cats know goddamn well what the fuck took place, bro. You know who reported Bud's purse for that fight. The person that announced the fight. The person that announced the fight on their channel. The person that announced the fight on their channel said that. And then other people said that. But then later on, what was said was that it was 6. Man, that shit did 10,000 pay-per-view buys. It did 10,000 pay-per-view buys. And the gate was nowhere touching $1 million. Oscar De La Hoya said it wasn't true. Everybody around that shit said it wasn't true. That he made $10 million, bro. What's going on, Benson Hedges?
What's going on, champ? I just want to say something real quick, man. Good to see you this morning, first of all. Man,
yes,
I think
sir. You, bro.
Man, I think we about to get ready to start seeing Bud in Turkey do some real strange things because Al Heyman done closed him in. Jamel about to get ready to be his mandatory. Zoo about to get ready to go get that IBF belt. And Fundora and Spence, they about to get ready to get it on. And so what we're about to start seeing is a meltdown of Terence Crawford because he's going to have to go through a gauntlet. And Al Heyman has put all of the chess pieces in place for Terence Crawford to earn his way in history with them respecting him as a fighter who went through a gauntlet. He's been getting away from fighting to get the respect that we want. Now the walls is closed in on him. So I don't know if you seeing the same thing that I'm possibly, because I just saw Terence come out with something. He was recording something that he was just saying. And I was like, oh, I think Terence is a little bit frustrated right now because now he knows he's gonna have to fight a few people to get the fight.
To get undisputed at 140 pounds, bro, that dude is going to be fighting on 4 straight PBC cards. Like, that's going to be 4 straight fucking PBC cards. In order to get that, you're going to have to fight. You're going to have to fight either Fundora or Terrence, or either Fundora or Errol. The IBF, you're going to have to fight Tim Tszyu. You're going to have to fight Tim Tszyu, and the WBA, dude, he may very well get dropped down to secondary champion.
Yep.
And yeah, he may have to fight him or Errol, but all them shits is finna to be on the PBC. And they're going to have to put up major fucking money to get that fight off, to get the fight off of. Especially if you're talking about like Errol. Or what'll happen is, what can happen is the fight, Turki Al-Sheikh can pay for those fights. But to get through those 3 guys, dude, he's going to get beat up at age 39 by one of them. Because he's going to have to go through, what's he, 37 now? So by the time his next fight is, let's say he fights in February. Because what is this? We got 4 more, so he's not fighting this year. Say he fights in February. If he fights February, that's 1 guy. The next month, 2 plus 5, 7. He fights 2 times next year, 2 years after that. That is a lot. That is a lot of work, bro. Against dudes that are very big, that are very, very big punchers, and a lot bigger than him.
Yeah, I'm happy the was that the WBA or the WBO who made Jamel the mandatory? He petitioned a little bit too late.
That's the WBA.
But they was like,
WBA super. That's a WBA.
That's the reason why Turki Al-Sheikh said. That's the reason why he said, "I want Ortiz." because I think Al Heyman told Zoo, "No, I'm not gonna put you on that ticket," because he set him up to fight for that IBF belt. He did that. That's the reason why Al-Sheikh is
you breaking up real bad.
Zoo's team.
You breaking up. I couldn't hear any of that.
That's the reason why.
I can't hear you. You break up. Nah, I'm gonna kick you out. Okay, come back a little when you get a little better spot. Because you're breaking up. You're breaking up real bad. Just try to maybe like go in and come back out. I remember when those channels were saying Devin was guaranteed $6 million a fight. Regis making the youngest ever Floyd, and Tank guaranteed that. Yeah, they just be lying, bro. Lying and exaggerating, dog. I mean, that's what YouTube is a lot, man. YouTube's a lot of lying and exaggerating. Either lying or exaggerating. Turn my volume. My volume is fine. Ain't nobody complaining about the volume. Thank you, sir. P-Mar said, Tank and Canelo, the ones not bending over, but Bud have proved his own way before selling out. Should have paved his own way before selling out. Hey, look, man. Dude, Bud is a big name in the sport of boxing, man. Don't get me wrong. I don't think he's going to lose. His money will lose fights if they pay him. If they pay him in a way where his fight doesn't lose money. You know, that Turki Al-Sheikh shit, is he just burning money? You know what I'm saying? That dude was just burning money. Like, he burning money on things. Your YouTube definitely exaggerates. Dude, fuck off, bro. I ain't exaggerate shit, clown. Click the link. Man, like, hey, dude, why don't you go somewhere, man? Why y'all want to talk to me? Why you want to talk? Why are you here talking to me? If I exaggerate and you think I'm this and I'm that, why don't you go somewhere else? It's almost like you're here to refute what I got to say because you got a purpose to be here. I block you, then you come back with a different name. Look, man, I need for you, Bud Crawford PR people, to go away. You're not fooling me. You're not fooling anybody else. Turki ain't complaining, so why are we? Turki seem happy with Bud, man. Get the fuck on, bro. No, I didn't. I still got to watch that Dallas County. How do you know Turki didn't complain, Boxing Hacker? Seems like Turki was complaining to me. I heard Turki complaining like a champ. I heard him complaining. I heard him bitching and moaning about Canelo Alvarez. That's what I heard. You didn't hear that? You didn't hear Canelo? You didn't hear him threaten Canelo Alvarez because Canelo Alvarez wouldn't do what he told him to do? When he said, you made a mistake taking this fight. You made a mistake. You're going to regret not taking this fight. Fuck you talking about I'm going to regret it. How is Canelo going to regret not fighting Canelo? How? Shout out for Boxing from Stockton, California. Shout out. Yellow Boy, how can I help you?
What's going on with you, Fanon?
I'm good, man.
Back at the crib, back in Cali. Hey, so I think the only way Fundora will keep that WBO belt if Terence don't fight him before December. Because Sampson said, I forgot, I read an article Sampson said they're not fighting Earl next. They were going to start negotiating with Bud with August the 5th after the fight with Majamal. Because Fundora didn't want to lose his belt. They had before what? The WBO stated that fight had to be made before December the 31st of this year, or he would have to drop that belt if Fundora don't fight Bud.
Fundora himself said that he's fighting Terence Crawford next. I mean, he's fighting Errol Spence next. Fundora said that
Sampson
because they had it scheduled for November.
I know. An article just came out the week of the fight. Sampson said Spence is not able to fight. He don't have a trainer. Baba this, Baba that. They're not negotiating with Spence. They're waiting for Bud to win, and then they're gonna go from there. Fundora came out after that and said the fight was still on. Well, he won't have that belt then.
No, Sebastian Fundora, you don't know if he's going to have the belt or not.
He won't have it. He won't have the WBO.
You don't know that because Terence Crawford has to be available to fight Fundora, but he may drop it. It don't matter if he drops it.
He would have to drop it. If he don't fight,
maybe
Bud, he would have to drop it.
Maybe. Don't know if that's the truth. Maybe he has to drop it. Not if Terence takes another fight first.
Yes, that's what I just said. Now you hear what I said. I said if Bud don't fight Fundora, Fundora will keep his belt. But if Bud say I want Fundora, he got to fight. He would have to drop it. Who you think? Who you think WBO gonna side with? Bud or Fundora?
Maybe. I don't know. Maybe he has to drop it. Maybe. Terence Crawford has an interim title, bro. He has an interim title. He actually has an interim title for the WBO. So I don't know. And you very well may have them work that out and say, okay, the winner of this will fight him next. But who's he going to fight for the WBO if it's not Fundora?
It would go straight to him. The same way.
But who cares?
The same way Barrios got
who cares, though? Who cares? Who cares? It's still not going to get him a big fight. He can have hold on.
He would have two of the belts. And
bro, stop talking over me. Please stop talking over me.
Go ahead.
What difference does it make? The WBO belt is not a belt that the PBC has ever gave a shit about. The WBO is the only belt that stayed outside of the PBC for every fight until Brian Castano got it. And if he's stripped, they're going to order Terence Crawford to fight somebody else. But that's not going to be a big fight. Errol's not going to fight for the WBO 154-pound title. Charlo's not going to fight for the WBO 154-pound title. He doesn't want to fight. He doesn't want to fight Geron if he moved up. If they take the WBO belt because he doesn't fight Sebastian Fundora, he don't got anybody to fight. Who's he gonna fight for it?
Then he's the mandatory for the WBC now.
No, he's not. He's a champion. He can't be.
He's the final eliminator.
You cannot be the mandatory. You can't be the mandatory for the WBC if you're a world champion. The WBO did it before he fought. If he gets elevated for the WBO, he's the WBO champion. He's coming out of the WBC rankings. Terrence's championship for the WBA is technically could be made a secondary belt as soon as Jermell Charlo comes back. So it's possible for him to still be ranked as an interim, or he's still an interim champion by the WBO. But as it stands to making money and big fights, the PBC has never gave a shit about the WBO belt. That belt went from Miguel Cotto to Miguel Cotto to Saddam Ali to I'm so sorry. It went from to Miguel Cotto. Who did Miguel Cotto lose that fight to? I think Miguel Cotto lost that belt to, I can't remember. It was Jaime Munguia had the belt. After that, it was Teixeira had the belt. And then Castano got the belt, and then it went over to the PBC, and that's how they got undisputed. But other than that, the PBC's never cared about that WBO belt at 154.
Hey, can I ask you this question? So what was that what was the WBC? What was that little belt that Bug got after the fight from the WBC? Wasn't that the final eliminator? That's what I'm saying. No. Because he got the WBA, so. He got the interim belt from the WBO, and he got a WBC belt. Bro. That Saturday night. He got 3 belts in the ring that night.
Hold on, man. A belt doesn't mean a championship.
I know that. I'm not saying he's a champion. That's why I say I thought he was the number one to fight whoever won, for the WBC belt.
Hell no. Terence Crawford did not. The only belt that was on the line for that fight was the WBO interim world super welterweight championship. There was no WBC belt on the line. If the WBC gave him a belt, it was like, the Juneteenth belt or some shit like that. It wasn't it's not a championship. The WBC champion is Sebastian Fundora, and I don't think that there is. And I don't think that there is a interim champion.
Yeah, it is. The guy who fight Virgil Vontae Saturday.
What about him?
He the interim champ. They fight for that Saturday. Virgil Ortiz and that guy. You know, he won it on that card with Tim Zoo. Remember, that's the fight Fundua is supposed to have been fighting that guy. But you know,
You talking
Fundua
about
pulled up.
Bua Chuck?
Yeah, he the interim.
Yeah, man. But see, so there you go. If he's the interim, he's still not. Bud's not getting that belt. Bud doesn't have that belt.
No. Ortiz probably win it Saturday. That's why they want to fight. That's why Turk want him to fight Ortiz.
To get the WBC interim title. So why would that's what I'm telling you? But
I guess that's what it is.
Bud is literally going around fighting for a bunch of interim titles at 154. That's my point. If Turki Al-Sheikh is trying to get him a shot at the WBC interim title, he got him the WBO interim title, and he got the WBC regular belt. All of those belts are secondary compared to the belt that sits on top. That's telling you right there he's getting frozen by Al. If he doesn't get that or not frozen, but that the PBC got a lock on those belts. Anywhere he goes for any of those belts, he's got to deal with the PBC with the exception of the WBO. And let me make sure. That's why they're talking about they want to have him fight Teofimo Lopez at 154 pounds. But hold on one second. WBO rankings. Welterweight.
And the WBA said he had a week to notify them if he gonna stay at 154 or he going back down to 147. So he got to drop both of them belts into 147.
Yeah. Hold on a second. What is this? What month are we on? August. Let's go to, this is July. So let's see July. Yeah, Tim Zoo is number one, so he's not getting for the WBO. Tim Zoo is number one, so he's not getting that. But Tim Zoo is going to go fight for the IBF. You have Virgil Ortiz, who's number two, so he could fight Virgil Ortiz for the WBO. After that, you got a bunch of people he's not fighting: Xander Zayas, Josh Kelly, and Erickson Lubin. So yeah, he can go the WBA. He can wind up going the WBO route. But if the WBA on the WBA. If Jermell Charlo gets reinstated, then Jermell Charlo becomes the WBA super champion. He's no longer the WBA champion because they can just go over the top of him and get that WBA super belt that he already had.
Yeah, he said on that podcast with Sean Porter, he said on a fight, if he can't get the Canelo fight, he would rather fight just Fundora.
Yeah, good luck getting the Fundora fight though.
Yeah, he said that was his only motivation was Canelo. Now
and
he
so
can't get the Canelo fight. He said basically he don't know, but he said if it was a fight he want to take, it'd be Fundua.
You're right. So he got to deal with Al.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, man.
All right, boss.
I'll back at you. Peace.
Mm-hmm.
What's going on, Big Kafka?
Oh shit, what's up, Fanon? How's it going, man?
I'm good, man. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, man. I don't understand why these Bud fans are always so hypocritical. Like it makes no sense to me because this man Bud was excuse me. This man is over here like
Give me 1 second. I'm sorry, bro.
There you go.
Old Mad Manny said, hey, thank you, Old Mad Manny, for the support. Said helping these marks understand why Bud don't sell. I mean, he sells, he just don't.
He don't sell enough for the way.
Yeah, there you go.
Like it's insane for being pound for pound number one. Like, you know how easy it is to market that. You know how simple it is, like, to market being the best in the sport. Like, so they claim, like, how can you not sell? But this guy, you you got these blind fans talking about, oh, Bud's a family man. He's a this, he's a that. He's a very respectable person. But then you got stories like the other brother that came up on your channel talking about Bud and his damn team trying to attack him. Like it's confusing to me. And this guy is he's going around like literally robbing the sport of boxing, completely robbing the sport of boxing. And Turki Al-Sheikh, he's not gonna last forever doing this. Anybody that has a good business mind knows that there's people like this that come around every so often, that come around spending a bunch of money, whether it comes from money laundering or who knows, whatever it is, but they come around with a bunch of money, just dumping money in, and at some point expect to turn a profit, but the profit never comes because they're not smart with their money. They don't know how to spend their money. They're over here overpaying people like Bud that's not gonna like actually turn revenue. And then so now you're overpaying people like Bud when you do expect to get these actual big names like Canelo and Tank. They're gonna say, you paid Bud how much? You paid this guy how much? So you're gonna pay me this much. Simple. That's not good business practice. And I'm by no means a businessman, but I got a simple brain on my head, and I could do 1 + 1 = 2.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, bro. Hey, man, somebody said Turki said that he's negotiating for Errol for Gervonta. I just went to Turki Al-Sheikh's Instagram page, and I don't find what you're talking about.
Who said that?
Somebody said in the chat that Turki said that he's negotiating with them right now, and I went to right to his. Unless you're talking about Instagram or something, maybe he put something on Instagram.
Yeah, these folks will say anything for non.
But it ain't on. He's got a bunch of stuff up about soccer for the last day. Mm-hmm. The last post he made about boxing was the Rittenhouse, is the Joshua Dubois. And before that, the last thing he said about boxing was he's the face of boxing from August 7th. So, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Man, you have to give me that link, dog.
And even also, like, if you look back in history, like, versus, like Spence's purse history versus Bud's purse history, all you see is Spence always taking very little guarantees because he bets on himself. He markets himself. So, you know what? He's going to take a little 1.5 guarantee. He's going to take a little 2 million guarantee because he knows he's going to quadruple that in the back end. Because he's going to put that work in. He's going to do the work, get on the ground, and market himself. Like, Bud never had any kind of, like, you know, because you know how Earl says he's the big fish, you know, man down, da-da-da-da-da. People say it's corny and annoying, but it's marketing. It's simple marketing. But that's
okay. Well, thanks, Big Kafka. Appreciate you, brother.
Yes, sir.
All right, man. Get back. Yes, sir. I don't understand how people watch a Bud fight and complain after. I don't understand how you think somebody's complaining about his fight. Just talking about what's going on. If you could pay AJ $75 million for Ngannou, which they didn't do, and Fury $100 million for the Usyk fight, which they didn't fucking do, why not pay Canelo the face of boxing his worth or quit trying to make Canelo look bad? Since 1960. That's the fucking problem. They're not paying those dudes that money. Dude, these people lie about the money getting paid all the time. Like, man, come on, man. How in the world is Turki Al-Sheikh paying Tyson Fury $100 million for Francis Ngannou? Hell no. He didn't get paid that type of money, man. Dude, that's what man, these dudes, my God, man. Y'all just believe all this stupid shit, bro. That they say, man. That shit is a lot of smoke and mirrors, man. There's no way in the world they're paying that man $100 million, dog. There's no way they paid Anthony Joshua $60 million for that. I've been listening to people talk about how much money people were making in the UK for years. Oh, do you not remember? I mean, the numbers are a little bit off. These might not have been the exact numbers that people were saying. They were saying Anthony Joshua was earning $100 million fighting in Wembley Stadium. There's no way they're generating $100 million worth of revenue off of Anthony Joshua fights in Wembley Stadium in the U. I mean, they're not doing $100 million in revenue for the whole fight. And people kept claiming he was making $80 million. He was making $100 million. Though they're not making that type of money, bro. The money's not even there like that. And the thing gets me is the switch from, oh, he's willing to lose any amount of money. He's willing to pay anything and lose any amount of money. But then when he says to Canelo, I want to pay you a fair amount of money. How come it went from Turkey paying a fair amount of money to he can pay any amount of money? Turkey went from literally being a prince and a billionaire. Is the way you guys talked about Turki Al-Sheikh for a long time. Until I went and I was like, hold on, man, let me actually look this dude up. He does not have unlimited money, bro. Because it's not fucking true. He has unlimited money from Saudi Arabia. Why is that so hard for you to believe? Because it's not true. If he had unlimited money, why are the fights on pay-per-view? If he doesn't care about money, why is the fight on pay-per-view instead of being on ABC, CBS, NBC, somewhere for free, Amazon for free? Don't worry, Amazon. I'll put the fight up. I just want you to show it. If you have unlimited money, why are you charging people to come in? Bill Gates has more money individually than a Saudi prince does. Individually. He doesn't do that with his money. You cannot name an upper level billionaire that is out there like, yeah, let me just throw money away. They're in the hobby of trying to earn money. If they're giving away money, it's because they're getting more money back. Bill Gates gave away, gave away $1 billion, but his net worth doubled. Because he's trying to break into boxing so he can invest what he's trying. Yeah, so why are you charging? It's a country, Fanon. It's not an individual. It's a bank, in my opinion. It's not a country. It's a bank. The bank is paying the money out. If you say it's a country and they don't care about the money or making money, then why are they charging? It seems as if that's evidence to the contrary. If they don't care about the money, then why are they charging? If they don't care about the money, then why are they telling Canelo you're charging too much? Why are they walking away from the Gervonta Davis fight when Gervonta says, give me 2 Ferraris? Do you guys think that this stuff doesn't fit inside the world that everybody else lives in? Turki Al-Sheikh is like the only person in all of sports that does not care how much money they're spending, doesn't care, doesn't need it. The NBA cares. The NFL cares. Major League Baseball cares. International Soccer cares. The WTA cares. Hockey cares. NASCAR cares. Formula One cares. How is it that golf cares? How come he's the only one in all of sports that don't care about money? He the only one. That's what you guys said about the Russian billionaire Blavatnik when he brought DAZN in. You said the same thing. You said they got $2 billion and they're going to spend it on everybody. They've got unlimited money. We've got $2 billion. What happened? Within a year, the amount of money that they paid fighters went down. The amount of money that they charged to watch the fights went up. That billionaire wanted to make money. That billionaire was losing money and said, hey, man, I can't keep losing all this money. Does he own a soccer team? Yes, he owns a soccer team. Huh? Oh, you guys are funny, man. These bots are funny. Oh, you've got hate in your heart. You've got hate. Oh my God, you're so hateful. Oh, you're so hateful. You've got hate in your heart. You said this. Why do you hate this? Why are you in hate? Why do you hate this? Oh my God, it sounds like hate. Look, man, ain't nobody listening to y'all believe that corn shit with y'all bot asses. Okay? Ain't nobody buying that. Everybody that's here is here every day, and they know full well what I'm saying. But you come into the chat under fake names to try to pour out a bunch of shit to get sympathy for your boy. Dog, you can say that I hate all you want, Bud Camp. But the fact of the matter is y'all are some blazing hypocrites. Okay? And y'all may not have the nerve or you got the money in your pockets not to tell Bud that yourself. But that ain't my problem. If you are out here talking about you're fighting for legacy or you're fighting for money, and you say one time is for money, the next time is for legacy, which one is it, bro? If you say it's bad, I need to do something and collect all the money that I can, even if the fight doesn't take place. It's important for me to secure my future and for me to be at the table and negotiate this money and know what everything's going on. And you got to pay me the price that I'm paid, that I want because of all my accolades. Well, Canelo Alvarez has just as many accolades as Terence Crawford does. And he is somebody that generates significantly more money. So why shouldn't Canelo Alvarez be able to do the same thing you do? Oh, well, because Canelo's doing it to me. That's different. Oh, that's different. He's not putting up bigger fights than the Russian guy. What? His fights are losing money, G Grizzle. What big fights? His money... What the fuck, man? I hope you guys never go into business. It's not a big fight if it loses money. It is a loss. If you lose money on a fight, that fight is a loss. Turki Al-Sheikh is the only person in the world that can put up big fights after losing $130 million. And you act like, oh, what a great fight. Bro, people were not watching that fight. People were not interested in Madrimov versus Terence Crawford. Terence Crawford's a great fighter. The fight with Rayo and Isak were good fights. They were a good fight. There were names that hardcore boxing fans recognize. Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia is a big fight. Gervonta Davis versus Ryan Garcia was a big fight. Bud versus Madrimov was not. Oh, Mad Manny, what up, man?
My brother, good morning. I'm watching you in this queue, waiting for these calls to come in, and I'm so glad you're cooking these marks, man. Listen, first thing, thank you for helping us understand, and I don't mean me because I definitely understand already, why Bud doesn't sell. I've said for a long time he's a great fighter, but his attitude toward the fans suck. We don't owe you anything. just like you said, I don't know how many videos ago, how many lives ago, you provide a service, we pay for the service. We don't have to pay for your fights. We don't owe you that because of what you accomplished. You accomplished what you accomplished. I mean, it's great what you accomplished in the game of boxing. But at the end of the day, he's never sold. Bob Arum has always said he's never sold, that he loses money. And it's, guess what? Even without Bob Arum, because remember, he was saying, oh, Bob Arum isn't promoting me right. Oh, Bob Arum isn't doing this and doing that. Now he gets with Turki Al-Sheikh, and in the interview, I don't know if you watched the interview with Andre Ward, he said, oh, Turki Al-Sheikh, all the Saudis know how to do it right. Did you see all that money they put into that commercial? They didn't have to do that. They put all that money into a commercial. They showed it over and over again, and his fight still didn't sell. So at some point, we got to come to the realization that it can't be the promoter. It's not the fans. Who is it? He's got to look at himself in the mirror and see the damage he's caused with the fans over the years. Okay? That's number one. Number two, Turki Al-Sheikh doesn't have unlimited funds, because if he did, he would give the two fighters he's been clamoring for, he would give them what they're asking for. Tank and Canelo don't need Turki Al-Sheikh. Why? Because they're already generating the type of revenue, and they're their own boss. Canelo said, I get 80% of everything. He joked with Sway. He said, when you go and you buy a soda, I get 80% of that. So what do I need Turki Al-Sheikh for? Okay, you say, everybody's saying you're giving up all this money for fights. Okay, $200 million to fight David Benavidez. I'll fight him tomorrow. But he doesn't have unlimited funds. He has more money than a lot of these other fighters have made, because a lot of these other fighters haven't had big paydays, which is why they're speaking against Canelo. They're speaking against Gervonta Davis, because they are the face of boxing. Gervonta already makes 10, 15, 20 million dollars, $30 million. He's already making that money. So Turki Al-Sheikh come and offer him 10 million for what? And so the promotion can be on the other side. It doesn't make financial sense. It doesn't make business sense. They don't need dude. And so I just wanted to come on here and just maybe it's reiterating a lot of things that you said, but it's like some of these people in the chat aren't hearing you what you're saying. You're spitting nothing but facts. It's business sense. Canelo doesn't need Terence Crawford. Okay, you want me to fight Terence Crawford? Okay, I'll fight him. It's easy money for me. 150 million. Right? They got unlimited funds, 150. And like you said, the hypocrisy. Oh.
And he gave him a $50 million break off of David Benavidez cost.
Yeah, little discount. He said little discount.
Cut you a $50 million break on little dude.
Yeah, I mean, but he doesn't need, Canelo doesn't need Turki Al-Sheikh to make 30 or 50 million dollars. He can do that by himself. Why am I splitting the pie? No, if you want me to fight, then he's going to be done my way. And he's earned it right. Now everybody, well, he's ducking David Benavidez. Whatever. Okay? Whatever. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. Doesn't matter. Maybe he's holding out to build that fight as high as he can so he can make the most money on that fight and retire. People don't understand. Fighters aren't afraid to fight anybody. So anyway, I just wanted to hop on, man. I appreciate you pointing out the hypocrisy of Bud, of all the Bud fans on here not understanding. He's trying to do the same thing to Canelo as he's doing to Jaron Ennis and all these other fighters.
No, he's trying to do to Canelo what he did to Errol Spence, trying to
bait him.
Trying to bait him. Yeah, man. Dude, even in you brought up that conversation with Andre Ward. Bro, even in the conversation with Andre Ward, it was a hypocritical. Yeah. Like, He talked about Errol with the same thing. Errol trying to get as much money as Errol can get, or Al Heyman trying to get as much money as Al Heyman can get that he thinks he's worth, and something was wrong with that. But it was right for him to try to get the money. So now Canelo, who has every bit as many accolades as Terence Crawford does. Every bit. The man is a champion at 154. He was a champion. He's a 4-weight division champion. He was an undisputed champion. He's beaten several Hall of Famers, and he's actually the one or the two biggest draws in boxing.
Yeah.
So when Canelo flexes Canelo on Terence, what did Terence do? He went right back to the same argument he used for Errol. Yep. Accolades.
Yeah.
And I'm dangerous to his legacy. When you talk legacy, you're talking about what's going on in the ring. But when he talks about Gervonta and him, it's not about what he does in the ring. It's about the money outside the ring.
Right.
So for him, Gervonta is about money. It's about where he is in his career. And that ain't what he's trying to do. Right? Unless you pay me a lot of money for that. Canelo looking at Bud the same way.
Right.
That Bud looks at Canelo. I mean, Canelo looking at Bud the same way Bud is looking at Gervonta.
Right.
But it's a problem for Canelo to look at Crawford like that, but it's not a problem for Crawford to look at Gervonta like that. Totally it's not okay for Canelo to say, man, look, man, my legacy, why do I need to fight some guy at 147, a guy that fought one time at 154 that's a welterweight? Yep. That is not a big draw. Nobody really, the only people asking me to fight him are his fans. It doesn't do anything to me to beat him. Doesn't do anything for me to beat him. If you want me to go out of my way and do some shit that is only bad for my legacy, because Canelo Alvarez could make the argument that Terence Crawford win doesn't do anything for his legacy, and the loss does everything bad for his legacy. So he's not even in my weight class. He's not even in the weight class below me.
Right.
No, you want me to go out of my way, you're going to pay me a lot of money and make it worth my while. Otherwise, go find somebody else down there for Bud to fight. And it's my job to make Turki Al-Sheikh's fighter a star.
Right.
But Gervonta understands that when it comes to Eddie Hearn's dude. Terence Crawford fans understand that when they're talking about Gervonta. But they don't understand. They understand Terence Crawford's position when it relates to Gervonta, but they don't understand the same position out of Canelo towards Terence Crawford. It's flat out hypocrisy, man. And usually people are hypocritical when they're not when they really don't have a standard. Right. And or at least their standard is not what they're trying to proclaim it is. Terence Crawford wants what most human beings want, from what I see. He wants what's in his best interest, no matter what the scenario.
And I don't blame him for that.
It's nothing to blame. Yeah, you don't blame him. Just like you, but at the same time, you don't jump on your soapbox,
right?
And complain about this guy not fighting for legacy because he's asking for money when you turn down a legacy fight because you asked for money.
Right. No, 100%, bro. You on point, boy. You spitting fire today. I don't know what's wrong with these guys in the chat, but
some of these guys in the chat are Terence Crawford's camp.
Yeah. And
I'm telling you, dude, I have experienced that with these dudes for a long time, bro. Whether it was on different live streams, bro. Whether it's Burning the Boxer, whether it is the other dudes in the camp, bro. These guys all listen to live streams in the morning. They all hear this stuff. And you defending Bud, and that's cool. You defended Bud, your team Bud. But bro, I don't work for Bud.
Right.
And I damn sure don't work for Canelo. But if you want people to ride with you and you have a standard that you put on somebody else, dog, don't flip it when it's your time. Don't flip it. If you can walk away from a Jaron Ennis fight who's in your weight division, who's your mandatory, because it's not good for your legacy or your money, you can't get mad at Canelo Alvarez for saying the same thing and taking the same stance. And I'm sorry that Turki Al-Sheikh is not God. Because he's not. As long, and people, all y'all thinking Turki Al-Sheikh's going to take over all of boxing. First of all, he's not a promoter in the United States, so he will always
have to work with somebody.
Have to work with promoters in the United States. Always.
Yep.
And if you think that that he is going to erase Al Haymon, you're tripping.
Preposterous.
He's not going to, because Al Haymon already has a long history, long relationships, and his fights make money. As long as Al Haymon can go to a bank that he has a record of paying money back to, that line of credit that businesses work off of.
Uh-huh.
So many of y'all think that businesses operate off the money in your pocket. It's not how businesses operate. Businesses operate off of lines of credits from banks. And you get your money in at the end of the month, and it should be more than your line of credit for that month. You put the money back in, give your money back to the bank to get your line of credit back in order for the next month. And you take the profit and keep the profit. But they get their percentage, you get your profit. Therefore, you never have to spend your money out of your pocket. As long as
down now, boy.
Huh?
You breaking it down now. It's a class, master class.
And these dudes think that as long as Al Haymon got banks, I don't know what bank he is, but say he banks with Bank of America, Wells Fargo, US Bank, any of those dudes, if you can say I'm going to give you 2% on the $50 million, 2% on the $50 million that you front me so that I can put this event on, I'm going to give you 2% on that. 2% on $50 million is $1 million.
For doing nothing.
For doing nothing but moving that money over here, but moving them moving some decimal points over into your account and letting you front that out.
Mm-hmm. Right?
And as long as you're making them money, you continue to be able to get access to that money, which is when when Eddie Hearn was saying, where does Al Haymon go? Where's this guy from Alabama going to get $50 million? From a fucking bank, Eddie. From a bank, like everybody else. People that want to buy buildings, that want to renovate old buildings or want to make skyscrapers, they call a banker. So as long as Al Haymon's fights are making money and he's giving return on investment to the banks that front him the capital for an individual event, he's going to still have access to that capital, which means you're going to have to compete with Al Haymon on fights that make money while you lose money. And then the question is, how long are you going to last? People operating at a profit can stay in business for a long ass time.
Oh, yeah.
People operating at a loss, your ass is always up there for somebody to cut that line on you, dog. So.
And a lot of people forget when you looked up that dude's name, that Turki Al-Sheikh dude's name.
$2 million. But that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot of money. But again, it doesn't even matter how much personal money he has.
Right.
Are you operating at a profit? If you are consistently operating at a profit, there's going to be a bank that's going to take that $1 million from moving money to you. They're going to take it. They're going to take it. So y'all waiting for Al Haymon to go out of business while he's operating at a profit? Dog, I hope you do hold your fucking breaths.
They said he was going out of business before he started PBC.
Dog, let me tell you what these dudes did. Oh man, Manny. Do you know for at least 3 years I had to explain this. When Al Haymon got $500 million from Wachtell Lipton. Wachtell Lipton is an investment banking firm.
Yeah.
Investment banking firms make investments
Yeah.
An investment is taking a piece of ownership. It's not a loan. It's not a loan. So that's not $500 million that he had to get back. That was $500 million to set up the infrastructure.
Yeah.
To sign the fighters, to get the things necessary to get done, and to increase the value of the PBC. Now check this shit out. If the PBC can make $100 million, $550 million fights in a year between 4 or 5 different dudes and you're gradually getting return on your investment. That's not the same and the value of it continues to go up. If they were going to buy it, I'm not even going to give game. You'd have to try to find a way to buy out Wachtell Lipton, which is going to cost you at least $800 million. So the people that said, oh yeah, Turki Al-Sheikh can buy the PBC easy. Really?
Man, that guy's got a budget,
bro,
just like anybody else.
Think about how much it will cost him to buy the PBC if Wachtell Lipton's got a $500 million share. If Wachtell Lipton invested $500 million in the PBC, they're not selling their shit for $500 million.
No.
And then you got Al Heyman, who is the majority. I believe he's probably the majority owner. It's going to cost you $1 billion to buy that. Cost you $1 billion to buy that. You coming off of you handing Al $1 billion, Al may be gone. But then what's going to happen? You're still going to lose money because you don't know what the fuck you're doing. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. You're putting Terence Crawford and a Uzbekistani in Los Angeles, and then charging people money for a fucking 45-year-old rapper. How old is what is it?
M got almost be 50, bro.
Eminem is pushing 58, pushing 50 years old. You think that's bringing everybody in? You could have got sexy. Get it sex. No, I'm just tripping. Anyway, go ahead, man. I'll let you go ahead.
No. Listen, man. I just wanted to hop on because these guys in the chat is just blowing me, man. I don't understand like why you don't understand simple business. Like it doesn't make sense. And he's not going to pay Al Heyman that Billy to get the PBC, and he can't pay Canelo $200 million. That's why Canelo is like, oh, $200 million. I fight tomorrow. The 150, I fight tomorrow. Gervonta Davis. Oh, okay. You want to bring me over there? Okay, you want to bring me over there? Okay, I tell you what, send me 2 Lamborghinis. Because they know Al Heyman knows who these guys are. You don't think people in high places, these people in business don't know what's going on, who's doing what? Come on, man. It's at the end of the day, like I said, we just have to listen. Sometimes you just got to listen and learn when people are, teaching you what's really going on. And like I said, Bud has burned his bridges with the fans. He's at the end of his career, and now he won't you're demanding fans pay this and pay. Come on, man. It's just ridiculous.
And telling y'all that they broke. And telling fans they're broke.
Yeah, it's utterly ridiculous. But hey, listen, man, I appreciate you letting me get up here, man. As always.
Man, anytime, bro. Hey, how's the one meal a day going, man? How's it going, man? I'm staying consistent. I'm slowly going down, man, but I got to bite the bullet.
Listen,
how's it going for you?
It's going great. I actually had a health scare in April that I'm kind of battling back from, but
I'm sorry.
No. It's all good, man. Listen, I'm back doing my cardio every day, my 1 meal a day. I'm into juicing now, so I bought me one of them expensive juices, and it's starting to pay some dividends. Things are starting to turn back around real good. So yeah, man, I'm gonna start posting videos again. It's been a long time since I posted videos on my channel, but I'm starting to lose weight again. I'm feeling healthy. I'm feeling stronger.
That's good, man.
Yeah, man. Pretty soon I'll be slim and trim like you, man.
Man, please. I still got to get rid of this shit, but we working together. We gonna be there together in skinny jeans. Hey, we gonna hang out and wear some skinny jeans outside.
I'm middle-aged now, brother. Skinny jeans. I don't know about no skinny jeans.
Hell no, I ain't putting no skinny jeans on, bro. I'm so
Yeah,
happy
man.
my son don't wear them shits. I think skinny jeans going out of style for the youngsters though, because they're more like into the baggy, like they're moving in toward the baggy
Yeah.
shit again,
Well,
which
you
is
know how they
like
say
the '90s type of
trends,
shit.
right? Trends repeat themselves. You know how they
Yeah,
say. So
it's like
yeah,
30 years or some shit. I think it's either 20 or 30 years that they recycle, like 20 or 30 years. But whenever, so they're like down. Like my son is basically driving, dressing like in the '90s
yeah, but
when all kind of shit was baggy.
super baggy, 2-3
Yeah.
times bigger than what you needed to wear. So,
Yes,
all
sir.
right,
But
my
keep it
brother,
up, man. All
I
right, bro. I'll get
appreciate
back
you,
with
man.
you, man.
Yep.
Yes, sir. Yeah, DA said every 20 years. Yeah, it's like every 20 years, every 20. That makes sense. Yeah, that tight jean shit, I had to miss that. I can't even lie, bro. He said, I love skinny jeans, man. Not the kid, bro. I look like a weeble wobble in some damn skinny jeans. Hey, Fanon, skinny jeans are a Dominican thing all year round. Hey, man, you got to get rid of them. They wear stacked jeans now. I don't know what a stacked jean is. Skinny jeans better than a dress. I thought we were about to wear a dress. Oh, hell no. With the 5-time white tall tees. What is that? I don't know what that is. Hey, man, somebody click this link. Hey, thank you for everybody supports the channel in the live stream and in the super chats. Really and truly, that's the only way we're able to continue to do this. We got 3 people to support the sponsor today, or 4 people sponsored today. T Wells, Main Event, and Heck Flex. Thank you guys for your support. It really means a lot. And I know you guys support often. So, you know, it is what it is, bro. I do appreciate you. What is this about? Hold on.
Cursing with Canelo. You say some of the best curse words. Is that the first words that you learned was fuck, bitch, shit? Like, and you say them well.
Yeah.
Even right now. You're like, oh, motherfucker, motherfucker.
Yeah, motherfucker, son of a bitch.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, you fucking kidding me, motherfucker, bitch.
Yes. I love it. So this is what I want to do. I want to do cursing with Canelo, man. What was your favorite motherfucking fight?
I have a lot, but my favorite
Go ahead.
A lot of shit.
A lot of shit. You have a lot of fucking fights.
A lot of great fucking fights. So my great fucking fight. One of my great fucking fight with Miguel Angel Cotto.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a great fucking fight.
Yeah.
I heard that. What you fucking have for breakfast today?
Yeah. I fucking eat a shake.
Oh, fucking shit.
Man, that's just hilarious. Hey, K Causey said, does Bud still hold 2 belts at 140? If so, nah, I don't think he does. If so, zip my lips. No, bro. No, he does not. If so, you want me to close? No, he does not. No, he doesn't. So now that you know he doesn't hold any belts at 147, what you gonna do? What you gonna do now? I get to keep talking? Y'all are hilarious, bro. Let's see. Where's live, bro? Oh, maybe BoxRec has it. You think BoxRec has it? World champions by weight class. Let's see if BoxRec has them. Let's see who has the welterweight titles according to this. No, he does not. No, he does not. And the WBA has to strip him of that super champion there. So no, he does not, homie. No, he does not. Oh, thank you, DH. If you're a champion in recess, you're not the champion. Dude, they're going to get rid of that title as soon because he's keeping the one at 150. If he's not, they're tripping. But, they throw that money around. Thank you, man. What's going on, Tyler Hingleton? Hey, man, DH in the building said, hey, keep the weight loss going, brother. Me and you both, for sure. Yeah, I am. Definitely am. I've definitely changed my lifestyle a lot. So I feel better about what I do every day. Sometimes I got to bite the bullet. Gary says, salute for 9. Class is always in session when you do lives. MH Blackwell is a gem. Keep the content coming. Maybe we can get Boots Terence Crawford soon. Yeah, I think that's probably a likely thing. Victor Vaughn, dude, you're just pulling shit out of your ass. Can you please stop? No, a champion in recess is not necessarily the man at the weight class. The undisputed champion that may be in recess is, but Terence Crawford is not the king of 147. He's out of there, and he's not coming back. So the WBA, unless they're talking about some shit on the other side, but whatever, man. You know, but Terence Crawford is the man, though. In the ring, that dude's the man. I ain't gonna lie about that. Gary said, hey, salute for 9 class. Oh, thank you, Gary. I appreciate you. I just got that. Thank you, man. I don't think that DH, I don't think there is a king of 147 right now. Yeah, he's king in the ring, though. I mean, Terence Crawford is the best. I kind of fucked around, played around about. Hey, Fanon, did somebody say better health habits? Love anyways, sup, sir, in the chat. Hey, yeah, I said that. I had to switch up. Man. And I ain't gonna lie, when I look at my face, like on the videos that I do, I can see it. And I'm like, wow, yeah, your face is a lot thinner than it used to be. My face thins out faster than the rest of my body does. So I still feel like I need to get, I still need to do more. I still got to get it down a lot too. Hey, what's going on, Roger Lillard, man, with the super sticker, bro? Thank you, man. Appreciate you, sir. Here's his link, though. How many hours am I going to go today? I'll probably go 2 today. Ennis, I don't think Ennis is the king there yet, man. No. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Martin? Thank you, sir. Best Boxing Channel. Much love from Memphis. Thank you, Mr. Terrell. Thank you, Terrell. And thank you, Terrell, because you're donating, you guys donating, and people that usually don't do it, like don't donate on a regular basis. Thank you very much, because, the usuals really do hold down the channel a lot. But every once in a while, man, it is really good, man, to see people that are new to the channel or people that don't talk that much supporting. Thank you so much, man. Where's G-Man King? I don't know, man. I don't know where he is. He's probably listening. But, I should say something bad, but I won't. Fanon, do you think it would be to get Bozy or Boots on the channel? Do you think it would be to get Boots? Oh, no, I think I could probably get him on the channel. My thing with getting people on the channel is the hours that I do the show. I ain't eating no Wheaties, man. Look, the biggest hurdle to me getting people on the channel is the time that I do the show in the morning. Most boxers ain't even awake right now. Like, I pretty much guarantee you, Terence Crawford is sleeping. Gervonta Davis is probably asleep. Shakur Stevenson is asleep. Most of the big name fighters, most of the fighters right now are asleep. Depending on where they are. If they're East Coast, they may be getting up right now. If they're California, they're still asleep. I've not known them to be morning people. I think that they get up, that they rest late, and then they start, like a lot of athletes, they start later in the afternoon. Merch, King ran like a little bitch. That's fucked up. Dear Orlando, you're messed up, man. Tank for show knocked out somewhere. Yeah, them dudes be knocked out around this time. That's the biggest challenge. Like usually around maybe like 11:30 my time, I could probably start getting that done. But it's going to be somewhere around that time. Phoenix, what up, man?
Yo, what's good with it? See, you seen that cussing with Canelo segment?
Yeah, I put it up. I played it for a second, man.
That was the first thing I seen this morning on the boxing news. It had me rolling.
Yeah,
but man. Yeah, these fights coming up on that undercard, kind of interesting. I like that Lara and Garcia. We've been waiting on like 2 years damn near for that one. because I think that one got rescheduled like twice. I remember when they had first announced it right after Golovkin said he wasn't going to defend that belt against Lara after his third fight with Canelo. It was asking Golovkin if he was going to defend that. He said no, so they gave Lara the belt. And then Lara's first fight with it was supposed to be against Danny Garcia, and that happened. But I think it's an interesting fight. I think it's a better fight for Lara than Garcia
Be right back.
because
I'm gonna grab some water.
all right. But yeah, Garcia ain't fought for real since 2020. Like he's had one fight in 2022 when he moved up from 147 up to 154, and then he been off since 2022. Not a single fight. Now he's coming back at 160. So like, moving up 2 weight classes in 4 years with only one fight, like to do so, man, not every fighter can take time off and then come back and be okay. I mean, shoot, look how much time, like what Terence Crawford only been off a year, came back 1 weight class higher, and look how he looked. And Danny Garcia, he close to that same age. So, that inactivity, I don't see that doing him any favors, especially coming in for a fight at 160. And Lara's still dangerous. He on a 3-fight knockout streak. And he hasn't really been seen as a big puncher because, he don't really sit down on a lot of his shots. But like his last several knockouts have all been like one-hitter quitters. Like that one counter shot that just bam and it's lights out, which is unexpected for Lara because, he known as the mover. He doesn't really sit down on the shots. He doesn't really trade and all this and that. But yeah, he been hurting people. So, I think that's something Garcia has to worry about because at least the last time we seen Lara, I think it was September last year. Or it might have been earlier this year. He still got the feet. He can still move. And he's got longer reach than Garcia. Garcia's going to have to try to get in. And, he's been at that weight a little longer, carry it a little better. So I think there's just too many things that's working against Danny Garcia for him to do well in that fight. But then again, you never know. Lara is older, so, Father Time might go ahead and do his thing because he's 41 right now. But I think that that's one of the fights I'm most interested in that's coming up here soon that compared to like a lot of the other ones, Canelo and Berlanga. I know a lot of people are complaining about that being a cherry pick or whatever, but at the same time, it's like, well, people thought the same thing about Bud and Madrimov, so you never know. Again, I say it, just because we don't know who a fighter is and just because they're not a champion yet. Like Berlanga kind of in that same boat as like Jaime Munguia, Madrimov, Frank Martin, who just fought. Like a lot of people who just are right there, like at contender status, like Edwin De Los Santos, these guys who are in the top 10 for each sanctioning body. Like even the IBF dude that they wanted Canelo to fight. They named as his mandatory. And, he ain't took the fight, so IBF stripped him. Skull, right? We don't know these fighters because, they're not out there in the spotlight, right? So a lot of people is just going to, assume, oh, this is a cherry pick. This is an easy fight. These people are just trying to get paid. But then at the same time, when you look at it, a lot of the guys who do have those accolades, like Devin Haney, who was undisputed, Terence Crawford, 2 times undisputed in 2 different weight classes. Well, they don't really sell and have a big name as far as all the attention and, publicity, but they have those accolades. So, it's like I think as boxing fans, we got to this point where we're looking at it like big money equals big name, and then like the skill translates to it. Or that if you're skilled, then you should be fighting guys that are big in the spotlight, like, Shakur trying to get his big fight, right? Even though he's not really selling tickets and stuff like that. A lot of people are like, oh, well, how come, he's not getting fights with Tank? How come this and that? Like, people think one thing translates to another too many times, and it's not always the case. So I think that Canelo and Berlanga could be a fight that end up surprising us like Bud and Madrimal. I honestly feel that. I mean, at the same time, Canelo, even though he's just 34, he's an older 34. He getting close to 70 fights. Like, what's this going to be, like fight 65 for him or something like that?
For
Like, he
who?
getting close
Canelo?
to, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I
something
know
like that.
I know. Yeah, so it's not like he out here as a young 34, and Berlanga, he's 27. So he's
Something
at
like
the
that.
point where he's kind of like in his physical prime, close to, right. So that a guy who's undefeated and fresh coming up. This is that thing that we always complain about fighters not doing, like a guy like Canelo or even like Floyd when he was that age. Oh, how come they don't want to give these younger guys a chance? Look at this guy. He's been knocking people out. He's undefeated and he's out there, in contention status. These older guys need to take these risks. They just want to take easy fights and get money and cash out. How come they're not going after these young guys? And then when they do it, oh, it's a cherry pick. You should be fighting these other champions. You know what? To hell with Canelo. We just yelled at him for fighting Jermell Charlo 2 weight classes lower than him. Why don't he fight Bud, who's 4 weight classes lower than him? This is some bullshit. Like people is dumb. I hate to say it, but I honestly feel like in general people are dumb. Like everybody think they know so much, but like nobody knows everything. And as long as we still living, there's another day to keep learning something new. But like shit, man, like the way that a lot of these boxing fans and people who watch the sport be moving, it's like they complain about one thing not happening so much, then it happens, they complain about it again, and then like the whole situation with the boxers and money, right? It's like, how come we don't pay fighters more? And then they pay them more. It's like, oh, well, they overpay. And then some other shit is like, oh, we don't want to pay for this fight. It's costing too much. And oh, how come fighters ain't getting paid? Well, we're not buying their fights. And then it's like, oh, how come they care about the money so much in the splits for these guys? Oh, well, because this guy is selling tickets and this one ain't. Like boxing fans, like, come on, y'all, come on. Like we killing the sport more than the promoters and fighters are, because we can't make up our minds on what we want to see, and that's why there's so many different people that got different ideas about what they think fight fans want to see in general. People always want to say that one line, oh, I don't care, I just want to see the fights. I don't care, I just want to see the fights. It's like, well, if you want to see the fights, then to pay attention to these rankings, pay attention to what the promoters are saying, pay attention to whether or not dudes are selling tickets and stuff. Pay attention to, the guys who's up and coming. Y'all don't pay attention to nothing until like some Instagram reel come out or some YouTube video pop up where you hear about two fighters arguing on Twitter or something, and then, act confused whenever things play out the way they do and want to complain about it. Like, that to me is what's killing the sport a whole lot more than, whatever people want to say, like, oh, it was Floyd and his undefeated thing, or fighters always wanting a whole lot of money and stuff like that. I think it's the fans. Like we do damage in ways that we might not even recognize just because of the way we be complaining. And fighters don't know how to move. Promoters, they're trying to move the way that makes money, and then there's all this conflict on the political side of boxing and stuff. So yeah, man, like it's a big old mess. It's a big old mess, and Turkey throwing himself up in it don't help smooth that mess out even more. So that's my thoughts for today. This Friday, man.
All right, bro. Thank you, man. Appreciate you, bro.
Yeah, for sure. Take it easy.
All right, man. Take it easy, man. I always love talking to Phoenix Assassin. Listening to him chop it up about boxing. I'm gonna put a link in this chat, bro. I need a Terence Crawford fan to come up here and tell me what you think. Food said Benavidez worried about Morrell. Why is that? Benavidez is probably worried about Morrell. That's a very difficult fight for him, man. Martin, you seen the stuff I sent to your Twitter last night? I think it'd be right up your alley. Says, oh, Chicago? You talking about the mayor of Dalton? Yeah, I'll go look at that, man. Yeah, I started looking at it. I gotta listen to the whole thing though. Yeah, I did get that Phoenix Assassin. Phenomenal show. I did get that. Canelo should fight Benavidez. Bud should fight Boots, not Canelo against Bud. Too much of a weight difference. Well, we're not going to get either one of those fights. It's a sad thing for the David Benavidez. But on the real, David Benavidez is about to go to 170. He's going to stay up at 175, man. Hopefully we can get him and Morrell. But you know, not everybody's meant to get those great fights that you want to see. And some fights really great fights we want to get, we really want to see, we don't get. You know what I mean? So seeing as that's the case, the bullshittery is all the worse. Bivol will murk Benavidez. I don't know. Benavidez didn't look that strong at 175, but it was also his first fight at 175. So we got to see it. I don't know, man. I'm telling you, the monster for 175 is Beterbiev. We're going to see what happens with Beterbiev. How you talking about fans killing the sport, but just last week he was bragging about stealing fights. Man, Fahim got beef with Phoenix the Assassin, huh? You got some beef up there, huh? With him. He didn't steal the fight, bro. Fahim, he didn't steal the fight. Phoenix Assassin didn't steal a fight. He bought it. I believe he bought it. He told me he bought it when we were talking about the fight that night. I just nailed it with that comment, Fanon. What? Oh, you just nailed it with that comment, Fanon. That's why boxing in a decline. Top one fight. Nah, I don't think boxing's in a decline. I think boxing's on its way up. I think boxing took a little bit of a dip when Floyd retired, but I think boxing's doing real well. We just got people trying to play a bunch of bullshit ass games to make it go away that it's not intended to go. You know? Oh, did he, Fahim? I might have misunderstood it. I might have misunderstood what he said. Look, man, if we live in a capitalist world, which we do, and the United States is capitalist, the Turki Al-Sheikh is a capitalist. We're talking about capitalism. Then it needs to go the way that the money actually takes it. But you got people that want to cheat and say, oh, I'm just going to pour a bunch of money in, lose it, change the direction of the sport, and then I'm going to take advantage of it. It's still going to go back. Tyler Hingleton, I can't see. Oh, there it is. Okay. How can I help you, Tyler?
Hey, what's going on? Nah, man. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey, man. Shoot, I see you.
I can't hear you, man.
Man, with this damn hypocrisy and the damn contradictions.
Hey, Tyler, you got to come back. You got to come back. Franz Kafka, Cap. I mean, dog, you serious? I gotta put you on timeout for that. I gotta delete your comment. Goodbye. Bro, don't be, man. What you trying? You trying to edit how I pronounce things? Boxing hacker, you know you freeload. You ain't buying them goddamn. You ain't buying them. The fuck? Oh my God, that's crazy. Wow. Give me 1 second. What was I looking for? Oh, I'm looking for, Boxing Hacker sent me something. That's what that was. Not Boxing Hacker, I mean, he bought the fight, bro. I'm sorry, Boxing Hacker. I mean, not Boxing Hacker. Fahim, he bought the fight. So he bought the fight, bro. He sent me the receipt. Fahim, you're probably going to break up again, man. What's up?
Hey, man, can you hear me now?
Yeah, it's much better.
Yeah, man. Shoot, I see you hurting these Bud Buddies' feelings, man. You know, you damn give him the receipts. You know, that him not being a big star in damn boxing, man. It's true. And see him saying like fuck the fans and saying they broke and all that is not going to help his case either. You know, I've been fucking with Bud heavy since like 2008. But hey, man, shoot. Hopefully we can get this damn Bud versus damn Boots fight, which is damn more realistic than him trying to damn chase Canelo. I just don't see that happening, man. I think he reached his damn peak at 154. To be honest with you, and he looked damn kind of gassed in them little championship rounds with Madrimov, even though he did gut it out though. And it was a really good, interesting fight.
Yeah, it was. It was a good fight. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, shoot. Yeah, but hopefully, man, hopefully, since I know Charlo's still the man at 154. Like, what do you think? What do you think his thoughts with him? You think you said he's still the champion in recess? What is he? Is he actually gonna be getting those belts back, or what do you think, Fanon?
What are you talking about? For 147?
No, for 154. You think Charlo's gonna be getting those belts back since he's like still the champion in recess?
I think he's gonna. Yeah, he said he was. I mean, he said I don't know if he's gonna beat him or not. I mean, you know, shit. Terence Crawford's a hell of a fighter. So, I mean, Terence may beat him. I can't speak on it, but shit, he's there. Yeah, he said he's coming back, and he's petitioning for that WBA belt. That is his belt, the WBA Super. I'm a little bit confused over whether or not that's going to be an ordered fight with Terence or they'll both hold the belts. I'm not sure.
Yeah, you do have a point right there, and you know, the way damn Bud be talking, it's, you know, he seems like he's not a big fan of Al Heyman, who still continues to put on the biggest, the best damn events, in boxing, and especially the overall best cards, for the sport. And the thing, like, and also my damn thoughts on, like, with Shakur and Shakur and Tank happening. It wouldn't blow my mind, if Bud giving his giving advice to his baby bro, of damn keeping his foot on damn Heyman and Tank's neck, trying to get, much more money as possible out of that fight, which would keep, prevent the Tank and damn Curve fight from happening sooner. But, but we'll see what happens though. But like you said, don't hold your breath on that, because, don't hold your breath on that, for Curve not asking for more money than what he's actually worth.
Yes, sir. Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, Tyler.
Yeah, one more thing. Oh, yeah, Fanon. Hey, what do you think about that? What do you think about that one Cuban monster at 168? Iglesias? That's another guy that Canelo doesn't want to fight. You should look him up. And I think he defeated David Morrell in the amateurs, if I recall. Yeah, that dude's a monster. You gotta look him up. You think he's fighting on the 17th next weekend?
Hold on a second. You talking about Olis Iglesias?
Yeah, that dude's solid, man.
Oh, he's a Cuban. Okay, he's another Cuban, man. Wow. Okay, yeah, southpaw. Wow, he's a southpaw, 168-pound southpaw Cuban. Okay, cool. I'll definitely keep a lookout for him. Yeah, he's got 11 fights, 10 knockouts. Who's he with?
Yeah, that dude be damn hurting people, man, especially off a jab alone. That dude's solid. Hey, shit, he probably more dangerous than David Morrell, to be honest with you.
Coming out of YouTube, was he coming out of Canada?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, it seemed like all of his fights so far have been in Canada, Germany. What is this shit? I don't know where this is, but okay, cool. I'll keep an eye out for him. I haven't seen him fight before. He beat the guy that went the distance with him was Isaac Chilembe. But that's a good win to beat Isaac Chilembe.
Oh, yeah, that is a good win. Yeah, Chilembe, yeah, that's a veteran right there.
Yeah, for sure. All right, cool. I'll keep an eye out for him.
Yeah, I know Canelo ain't gonna be down looking for him either. Like he's gonna be pulling that same excuse for like Benavidez saying like he ain't fought nobody.
Probably.
That young buck no joke right there either.
Yes, sir. All right, man. Well, appreciate you, brother. I'll get back with you, Tyler.
All right, man. Later. Have a good weekend.
Man. You as well, sir. Have a great weekend. Hey, Terrell Martin, thank you, brother. Said best boxing channel. Much love from Memphis. Man, I got to put this shit in front of my face for y'all to see it. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, Terrell. I got DH. Thank you, DH. Mr. Wynn said, making sure I contribute on a regular basis. Keep you going. Thank you, bro. It does keep me going. Thank you, man. Seriously, it's no little thing, brother. Brother, your support is no little thing. Mr. Bono with the big $4 holler, brother. Thank you so much, man. Thank you, sir. Thank you for the personalized note. Didn't say anything, but thank you. And then my guy, Mr. Chestnut, channel support. Thank you, bro. Thank you, man. Thank you for keeping it going, man. Appreciate you. No, y'all can't do it all the time, but I definitely appreciate the strength that y'all come with. Phoenix, my apologies, but you did say you was stealing the fight. Hell yeah, he said he was stealing it, but he did say he didn't. He went on ahead and bought it. I remember when he bought it that night, man. Speaking of Cuban, salute to super heavyweight Milian Lopez, who just won the gold in his 5th straight Olympics. Wow. 2008, 2012, 2016, 20 and 24. Wow. 16-year Olympic champion. That's huge. Wow. That's dope. Congratulations, man. Imagine if Berlanga pulls the upset for the first round knockout. That would be crazy. Yeah, and it's not going to happen, bro. Yeah, it'd be crazy, as in you will be like, I will immediately think I've gone crazy if that shit happens. I sent you my receipt. I saw it. I showed it, man. I showed it, Phoenix. Believe it. I saw it. Hey, bro, don't call me buddy, dog. Boxing hacker, I'm not your buddy. I'm not your buddy. Show me your receipt. But please don't call me buddy. That's what you do to children. I'm not a buddy. Berlanga is boo-boo. I mean, Berlanga is probably going to get stopped, bro. But I'm happy he got his money, though. I can't lie. I'm happy he got his money. There's that link, bro. You can say that shit to me, something other than buddy, bro. I don't really like being called buddy. You know what I mean? Like, I didn't ever want it to be, after I hit puberty, I didn't want to be a buddy anymore. Juan Cardenas said, Berlanga taking a nap. No, there's dudes from there's some black dudes that use that buddy shit. I use buddy if I'm talking to like a younger kid, like a younger man, like a boy. Even with my son who's 18, I got to check myself on calling him buddy because he's a grown ass man. Your dad still calls you bud? Yeah, because you're a little boy to him. You're always going to be a boy. When you hit puberty, that shit's it for me. Yeah. Virgil Ortiz tomorrow, though. I expect him to get the W. Yeah, I do too, but I wouldn't be surprised if he lost either. Man, I would not be surprised if he lost, bro. No uncertainty with me. The O is sketched in stone until he lose. Isn't Berlanga the number one contender at 168? I mean, they probably put him there. For what belt is he fighting for? Hold on. I'll look right now. Man, I'm so appreciative. Berlanga is ranked. The WBO, Berlanga's number 4. Behind him, behind Pacheco, Bazinian, and Billy, and he's ahead of Munguia. For the IBF, Berlanga's number 4. For the WBC, Berlanga's number 2. And for the WBA, Berlanga is number 1. But he's really number 2 because you got Morrell, who's the super champion. But Mbili is really high on a lot of rankings, bro. Bili's number 2 for the WBA. Mbili is number 1 for the WBC. Bili's number 3 by the IBF and number 3 by the WBO. Man, Billy probably going to get his run pretty soon. Fanon, one good thing I can say for Turkey is you can always expect an upset on his cards. That's true. Because that matchmaking, he ain't babysitting people with them goddamn. Only person I know he's babysitting is Anthony Joshua. And the only person that Turki Al-Sheikh is babysitting is Anthony Joshua. That's it. Everybody else got thrown in the fire. The only person that I know is the only person that's been babysat by Turki Al-Sheikh is Anthony Joshua. That's it. And another thing I like about Turki Al-Sheikh is he keeps the same fighters coming back. That's a good thing. He doesn't cut. Now, one thing, the talking about the good things about the way Turki runs shit is that he lets fighters come back and he come back quick. So Jared Anderson isn't going to go away because he lost that fight. Now, he may be done after 2 more fights of getting his ass whooped if that happens. But he does throw you right back in there, man. You know what I mean? What the fuck is this? Why do I keep getting this? What fucking profile is this?
If you want a quick and easy way.
All right, you trying to tell me she black, bro. How you like that? Hey, how you like that, T. Orlando? How you like that, T. Orlando? She can do the electric slide, dog. She can do the electric slide. She can do the electric slide better than your ass can. How about that? Can you do the electric slide like that? Hey, man, let's play it again. Play it again. That's what we're looking at. We're looking at all that Negro rhythm. We're looking at that Negro rhythm. Feed Devin to Abdullah Mason. Derek, hey, what they say. That's why they teach y'all. That's what they teach y'all HBCUs rather than. I'm sorry, brother. T. Orlando. She could be the president, homie. You niggas, you know damn well you suck at math, T. Orlando. You're a lawyer. You ain't no goddamn good at math. Bro, you're a lawyer. You ain't no damn good at math, bro. Kick rocks. Hey, Fanon, you about to get demonetized with that? Nah, it's all right. I'll be fine. She's really trying to hard to appeal to us. They're not like us. Hey, oh, I'm sorry. Let me stop. He said, I studied engineering. Yeah, okay. You're an engineer? Your undergrad is in engineering? You got a bachelor's in engineering? You got a bachelor's in engineering? I'm impressed. 2 years calculus, 1 year differential equations, 1 year discrete math. All right. All right, Mr. Fancy Pants, Mr. Fancy Georgia Tech engineering student. 2 years of calculus, 1 year of differential equations, 1 year of discrete mathematics. Yeah, bro, I never took any of that shit. Did. Somebody said I'm partially black. You either black or you not, homie. That's how that works. Computer engineering myself. Yeah, I was just hoping he sucked at math. Because I suck at math. Nope. I switched to international affairs and economics in my 4th year. Oh, okay. I didn't think there was an age restriction on the term buddy. Nah, dog. Yes, there is when you talk to me. I ain't you gonna dog. You think so, boxing hacker? Are you gonna call a judge buddy? Are you gonna call a police officer buddy? Are you gonna call your boss buddy? That shit's too fucking familiar, bro. I'm not your little buddy. It's got a Y on it. Anything with a Y on the end of that. Honey, buddy, cutie, pookie. Anything with the Y on the end of that bitch. That's kind of like in Spanish when they call it hito, decalito. My nephew's name is Dacalito. My sister calls her son Daquel Decalito. And Miguelito. Little Michael. Little Daquel. Yeah, buddy, can be taken all kinds of ways. That to a grown man. Yeah, bro, you don't call people that, man. You're Turki. No, that's his name. You can. If my name was Marty, you could call me Marty. That's a name. Any other words? Give me a Y. Lovely, homie. All the Y's, bro. Hey, homie. Dog, come on, man. Nah. Boxing hacker said computer science and software engineering over here as well. Yeah, sure. Anyway, here's the link. I suck in math. I can't lie. I got behind the 8 ball as a young kid and never caught up. I represent excellency. Nah, I mean, look, you want to call me? I mean, no, you get my point, man. Don't give me no goddamn nicknames, homie. I don't want your nicknames, buddy. Like, dude, you know my name, bro? Community college, what? What from community college to Orlando? You went to community college? Fanon Hacker ain't from here. He don't understand. Oh, from community college. Oh, yeah. He not from here. He don't get it. Yeah, you get your ass whooped calling somebody buddy. Fucking buddy. Like, what? Masters of computer science for me, and I didn't learn any of it in school. Oh, okay. Woo-wee. Now, Hacker got that. He's like that Islander. He got that Islander mentality. Look, bro, ain't nobody want to be called buddy. No grown-ass men want to be called buddy, bro. Anyway, though, that's enough of that. Hey, I sent you my thank you, Phoenix the Assassin. I think somebody supported. Okay, thank you, Derek Choice. Yeah, with me, I don't like you calling me buddy. That's me. Some other people may not care. My dad called me buddy. I wouldn't even be tripping because I'm a son. You know what I mean? Don't call no man buddy that you can't kiss on the forehead. You know what I mean? If you can't kiss a man on his forehead, you shouldn't be calling him buddy. Which means some little kid, or you're an old ass man, and you give your son a kiss on the top of the head. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's the limit of that. You need to be careful with that. That boy is an FDA. My dad don't like me calling him pops. Oh, for real? Yeah, some people don't like it, man. I don't like pop, all of that. Did Steve Nelson really gain that much weight for it? Yeah, I mean, it seems like he did. Bud gained 16 pounds, which is a lot. What's Jada Muha? Jada Moi. I don't know what Jada Moi is. Anyway, man, this has been fun, man. I don't know how long I'm going to keep going. Nah, Indians, man. I'm sorry, bro. Them dudes don't males? Bro, generally speaking, not totally, but generally speaking, bro, I'm all right on Indian dudes. Unless you're talking about the ones like Native Americans here. If you're talking about one from India, and I'm straight. Bud buddy, yeah, bed buddy, yeah. Yeah, the women, I'm cool with the women. I ain't really, I don't fuck with the dudes like that. You know what I mean? Way too many preconceived notions about black people when I run into them. Way too big of a superiority complex when I run into them. Never really liked it, bro. Never really did. Fanon, dude kissed the other guy on the forehead before I slapped him to unconsciousness in one of those slap contests. Bro, you're not gonna slap your daddy. You're gonna slap your dad for kissing you on the forehead. Her mama Indian. Not her daddy. It's the men that are the problem, not the women. The men are the fucking problem. I'm telling you, man, bro, because I was in IT. I've worked with enough, bro. Them dudes be so arrogant. Oh, them cat. First of all, bro, you black as me, which has just always got me, bro. You black as me, bro. They just way too much. Dude, that dude is, of course, he doesn't know Jada Kiss. Who the fuck doesn't know Jada Kiss? You fucking moron. Jada Kiss was out in the early 2000s. Jada Kiss like 45 years old. Nah, Andy Gill, they don't stink. No, they don't. Let me tell you what that smell is, man. That smell that you get from Indians is not, that's because of the food that they cook with and because American houses don't have the ventilation that they need. That's what that is. That's what that is. That's just because they're, Jada Kiss in the 90s. I was saying in the 2000s. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's the 90s. Wouldn't know who Jada Kiss is? You talking about from the Locks? Jada Kiss from the Locks? Yeah, it's the spices. And it's the spices, but really, it's not just the spices. It's really because because they're used to cooking and having, like a roof in their house or windows that it can, and the spices aren't fresh. So because they have different spices in India that they can buy fresh. If they can't buy it fresh and their house is trapped in, that's why you get that smell. But their food is fire as hell. Their food is fire as hell. Y'all smell like that shit. Y'all, you know who smells bad as hell? Y'all weed smokers. Some of y'all weed smokers smell terrible. Y'all smell just dank and musty. You know what I mean? Like that shit's musty as shit. Fanon, of course, you know who Jada is, but you didn't know the phrase Jada moi. Jada moi. Dude, kick rocks, bro. There's a lot of shit that I know you don't know. And let me be straight about Mace. Mace can shut the fuck up. Okay? Mace can shut the fuck up. Mace is way too old to be saying pause, 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 pause. Fucking dude, Mace can't get a fucking sentence out without saying pause. Okay? I ain't trying to be hip and be like, ooh, let me keep up with the young people say. Jada Kiss. That's a kiss. That's not a moi. That's a kiss. I tried to symbolize the moi with, but that's Jada Kiss. Oh, I take edibles every day. So yeah, because y'all's house, dude, I'm serious, man. Y'all smoke, your whole house smells funky as shit. You just may not know it. Smells really dank. Yeah, you gotta it's pause been around since the 90s in New York. Exactly, which is why I don't like to say pause. Fuck New York. That's why I don't like to do it. When I'm in New York, don't matter if somebody's 20 or 60, they all say pause. They all need to grow the fuck up then. Then they all need to grow the fuck up. I don't need all that goddamn pausing. They definitely know where to work. When I was in college, I worked at a clinic and would administer meningitis and TB tests for them. It's strong, pungent smell. Yeah. You know what I mean? But a lot of people like coming from out of the United States have not really got into that. The ones from the United States, I don't think that's appreciated. We need New York for the Puerto Rican woman. Yeah, you do. Yeah, we do. Yeah, we do. I agree 100%. It's actually a Harlem thing. They originated, I agree, but too old, but they created the term. It's just too much. Hey, sand? MFs that smoke inside their house are the ones who stank. Yeah, they woo. Y'all be smelling like, y'all smell like underarm, bro. Juan Cardina said, matter of fact, let me pop a 500 milligram. Damn, that's a lot, ain't it? 500 milligrams? Woo, you trying to get zooted, huh? 500 milligrams? You trying to get zooted. Hey, the period smell always, what's the period smell always gets me? That's a metallic smell. That's that metallic smell. Juan gonna fall asleep midstream. What? He gonna be gone, bro. Yeah, it's just too much, bro. I don't want to keep saying it like, hey, man, I had a hard time in school. Pause. Hey, man, how you feeling today, man? I don't know, man. That work is really hard. Pause. Hey, man, you like basketball? Oh, I love basketball. Pause. Woo, your breath is hot. Pause. Who with me smelling? Dude, you can smell that. You ain't never had no loving, huh? T. Orlando, don't tell me you out here virgin like, bro. You gonna smell it in your life, homie. Smells like blood always got that metallic smell to it. I don't know whether they wear deodorant or not. Only problem I have is not related to that. Because half of you Negroes stink. Okay? Bunch of y'all smell bad. Bunch of people smell bad. That's their house. That's just their cooking. That's just nah, bro. I ain't really tripping like that on that. Is it iron? Oh, you smell the iron? Smells like pennies, man. Yeah. It smells like pennies. Yeah, you smell like women's cycle smell like pennies. Yeah. It smells like pennies. Like, but don't worry about it if you ain't been near it. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't had to, if you don't know what it Rice Krispie edibles are good. Hey, bro, why do grown men have to say pause like to me, people mine in the gutter too much? It's like stupid shit, bro. Thoughts on deal? On what deal? Thoughts on what deal? G-Man, some deal you're gonna make up? Thoughts on what deal? Some news that you're gonna break that's probably not true? What deal? Did I time you out? My bad, Bama. Ever since Crawford demolished Spence, you've been upset with Bud? Bullshit. 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 Maddie in Dallas. I ain't been mad at him. How I know you ain't a hoe if you don't say no hoe? What? Hey, no word. What'd you do, Bama? I didn't mean to block you. Yeah, it's for real. Half you ninjas stink. I ain't trying to, you know what I mean? Get up out of here, man. Trying to make fun of them, try to trip on them. Nah, I just don't like their attitude, bro. What's your thoughts on De La Hoya saying, turn out he isn't the only one thinking Canelo is arrogant? Turkey thinks so too. Canelo Alvarez is arrogant. You tend to be that when you run shit. Of course, Canelo Alvarez is arrogant. Bro, you're Flatbush Man X, bro. You're not. You called me old, bro. I don't know where your manners are, sir, but let me go back for a second. Some of y'all are not. Y'all are raised funny. Where is this comment that you left? Where's this comment that you left? Oh, I'm sorry. It's right in front of my face. Mace already told you fools that old folks are the last to know anything changed. Of course, Fanon doesn't know what Jada kiss, because that's a kiss. Bro, you insulted me. You insulted me, man. And you think, oh, well, I don't understand. Sir, you did call me old, you non-writing son of a gun. Bro, you need to get an English fucking class. Okay? I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry that I have to do this for you guys. Pay attention to what you write, man. Mace already told you fools that old folks are the last to know anything changed. Of course, Fanon doesn't know what Jada kiss. In your first sentence, you say old folks are the last to know. So, of course, Fanon doesn't know. Old folks are the last to know. So, of course, Fanon doesn't know. Why would you say, of course, Fanon doesn't know after you saying old folks don't know? Because Fanon is old folks. Fuck are you talking about, bro? Of course I want to take it that way. That's what you said. How else am I going to take it? That's what you said. Dude, you guys, I know y'all talk yourselves out of some ussy. I know y'all talk y'all way out of a lot of ussy. Y'all talk y'all way out of a lot of loving, bro. Because you don't even know when you're insulting somebody. You don't even know. Hey, baby, you got some badass breath. You want to go to the movies? You can shut the fuck up on that channel, is what you can do. You can shut up on that channel, bro. I already told you what you can do on that channel. You shut up and not get blocked. Y'all don't, I mean, for real. Like, you don't think you insulted me? Is that why Terence Crawford talks like that? Because he doesn't understand that what he says is hypocritical? That he said one thing for him, but he's got another standard for somebody else? Is that the problem? Get out. Goodbye. That was fun. Get out. Yeah, that makes sense, bro. You're not, you act like you ain't from the US. Bud's problem, he's raised around all women. Yeah, it is. I mean, yeah, he does. He's got that. Yeah, he's got that kind of. Yeah, he's got a little bit of that, bro. I can't lie, bro. Alan Sostan said, support, Fanon, support. Did you get a response from CBRE in regards to that Fruit Loop from yesterday? I'll talk to you that off. I'll talk about that offline with you, Alan Sostan. Hit me up on Instagram and I'll let you know. But dude sent me a note begging me not to call. Dude sent a note. Hey, please don't. I mean, I'm a big fan of yours. Now you're trying to call my job and get me fired. I don't know how people from the US act. Everybody acts different. Bro, fuck out of here, dog. You think everybody in the United... No, there are some commonalities between people, sir. There are cultural well, first of all, bro, I don't pay him no mind. Whole bunch of pillow talk. Keep doing you. Thank you, Gabrielle Williams. Thank you, bro. Hey man, hey, look, I'm not gonna tell you whether I did it or not. I didn't want to tell you whether I did it or not. Bud don't know how to show love because his mother never showed him love. Nah, dude he's a bully, man. Bro, Terence Crawford was encouraged to bully people as a kid. And he's been bullying. His mother encouraged him to bully people. Encouraged him to bully people. That's a bully. He's a bully. That's what it looks like to me. I've experienced bullies before. He comes across like a bully. Yeah, he does. Especially if you pull it out with the name, with your hat and your name on the hat. But we'll see what happens. I'm just keeping that behind. Over here. Not all of us here are raised by women have that bitchy mentality. After my daddy, Richard Jr., was killed when I was 7, rest in peace to Richard Jr., my mama did a hell of a job. Ain't no bitch in my blood. We're not all the same. Yeah, but he got a lot of bitchiness in him. I don't think Bud got bitchy. He's bitchy. Bitch-like. Bitchy. Like as in naggy. Not bitchy like in cowardice, but naggy, easily offended, focuses on the negative. Like, he's not motivated by people that support him. He's motivated by people that don't like him. You know what I mean? Nah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like he's constantly complaining about something. He's motivated by negativity. And he only speaks to negativity. And when you give him something that is positive, you say something nice about him, I don't want to. Even think about it, bro. Like, think about when Andre Ward asked him, he's like, hey, man, you're a big-time star. How did things change now that you're in this position? He said, nah, nothing. Nothing's changed. Only thing changed is a bunch of haters. A bunch of those haters now know. That's the first thing that he mentioned about what changed for him is that some haters now know what he is. He talked about the haters first. Godzilla, bro, I have seen him. I've seen him in public. I've seen him treat people very well. I've gotten different feeds from different people. For people in the chat, calling a man out his name that you never met is coward-like. What? Bud, yeah, exactly. Bud tried to jump that dude named Bud. That dude named Dave. You say, Curly J said, I fuck with Bud, but I can see that. I'm telling you. There's a lot of negativity, dog. A lot of negativity. But it is what it is, bro. You know, I ain't tripping. Alan So saying, thank you, bro. Hold on one second. God dang. I ain't gonna say he's a coward. I don't think he's a coward. I don't know, Fanon. U.S. is one big melting pot of different dude, shut up, bro. Dude, can you stop, boxing hacker? Dude, stop arguing stupid shit, bro. I'm talking about you calling a black man buddy. Generally speaking, people don't like that. There are absolutely positively cultural things that are consistent within the majority of the people in the United States of America. There absolutely are. Dude, boxing hacker, you make some of the dumbest fucking arguments on the planet. You make some of the dumbest fucking arguments on the planet. Guess what people drink in United States for the most part? They drink coffee. Guess what they drink for the most part in the UK? They drink tea. They drink tea. So you will find more people, they will say, hey, do you want to have a cup of tea? You're not going to find a lot of people in the United States talking about you want to have a cup of tea. They're going to give you coffee. Okay? You have tamales in Mexico. Tamales in Mexico. You're not going to find a lot of tamales being eaten on the west side of Chicago. Okay? I'm trying to tell you something to keep from getting your ass whooped. You can call, you don't believe me? Call somebody a boy and see how that shit plays for you. See how that plays out for you. Call a white person a boy and see what their response is in the United States. Call a black man, call a grown black man boy by his first name, and you see what happens to you. If you don't think words mean, you don't know. Substitute the word buddy and start calling grown black men boy. You can call, an Irish guy can call another grown ass Irish man or somebody else boy. And there ain't no problem. Conor McGregor can call somebody like Caleb Plant boy in a sentence and no problem. You call a black dude boy, your ass is going to be in a fight. Can you please stop trying to act like you're from the United States of America? Windy City Assassin said, you better not call me no boy. Boy and buddy are very close. Buddy has a boy feel to it. That's the problem. Buddy has a boy feel to that. And people don't appreciate it. But go ahead, don't worry about it. Go around calling grown black men boys. And we will see if your ass does not wind up with your chin sideways one day. Man, cats be funny, man. You're a fucking idiot. You're a fucking idiot, boxing hacker. Buddy and boy are very similar. Number one, they're not the person's name. Number two, it's a term usually referred to immature males. Buddy. You don't call a female buddy, do you, genius? No. Who do you call buddy? Men. You don't call a 90-year-old man buddy, do you? No. You don't call people in authority figures boy, buddy, do you? No, you do not. Fuck around and find out. I want you to go do that, bro. Boxing hacker. I want you to fuck around and find out. Go ahead and do it. For real. Prove me wrong. Your ass gonna be coming up with from some teeth missing. Or if you can really, really fight, you're gonna have to beat somebody up. Fuck out of here, bro. Goodbye. You guys want to keep telling grown-ass men. It's not a problem. Yes, it is, dude. Goodbye, art every day. But don't worry. Call a black woman a female. Say, hey, female. What's up, female? Go try that one. Call a black woman girl and see how that plays out for you. Hey, girl. That white woman will get her ass whooped on the spot. Hey, girl. All right. Y'all don't know. That's all right. That's all right. Exactly, bro. He don't get it. Oh, Boxing Mate said he has a buddy system for 9. You got to overlook him. Okay. Yeah, another way, just call him. Exactly. Why don't you just call her, hey, call a black woman girl. Just call her girl. Don't call her by her name. Next time you're in a store, Boxing Hacker, walk up to a 55-year-old woman and call her girl and see how that plays out for you. I can't even call my middle school students buddy without some pushback. Exactly, man. Cats ain't fucking with buddy. Oh, they'll catch a straight. They'll catch an ass whooping. I'm telling you, women don't like that shit. Girl, no. No. Call Kamala Harris girl and see how she acts with it. Here's a link, man. This will be the last caller. I saw you ask for one, Godzilla Power. Ooh, cramp. Stomach cramp. They got to drink some more water. Hey, what's going on, Hidden Dog, the fearless one? Hold on, man. Boxing Hacker, will you stop? Bro, you're not from the United States, bro. You're not American if that's the first time you heard it. You ain't got a black American family. Unk and girl get you beat. Hey, man, I'm just telling you. Fuck around and call somebody a boy. And you ain't never heard boy, bro. You better go ahead and do it. The fact of the matter is, a matter of fact, bro, you know who you're not calling buddy. You know it's disrespectful by who you're not going to call buddy. You're not calling a police officer buddy. You're not calling your boss buddy. You're not calling your dad buddy. You're not calling your granddad buddy. You're not calling the doctor that's operating on you buddy. You're not calling any of those people buddy. But you think a grown-ass black man that you don't know is somebody you should call buddy. Man, get the fuck on, man. You ain't doing that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you get it. You just don't think very highly of people. Only people I say buddy to are young men. That's it. I am not calling my brother who's 9 years older than me buddy. Hey, buddy. My brother be like, what? But hey, dude, my name is Robert. You know what I mean? My name is Robert, bro. Don't call me that shit. He don't cuss though, unless he's not around family. He probably does around family. Anyway, whatever, man. Hey, RC Player said my boss called me buddy, still pisses me off. Thought it was me till you said something for 9. No, man, don't nobody want to be called buddy. And what you should say is, hey, man, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you not call me buddy? Like, it kind of makes me feel like you're talking to a child. Hey, little man. Kind of makes me feel like you're talking to a child. Would you mind not saying that? It's a little bit off. I'm 55 years old. I'm not your buddy. We're not about to go play in a sandbox. We're not about to go hang out in a sandbox together. Anyway, so here's the link, man. One more link, and then I'll jump off today, man. I appreciate all y'all for kicking it with me today. Yeah, they realize it, and you don't realize that black people in America are very sensitive about it. Dude, we smell disrespect coming from y'all like, oh, here it comes. Some snotty ass African dude thinking that they know that we're everything that's wrong with the world. Here they come. Dude, you ain't gonna find no state where black men in America like to be called buddy by somebody younger than them. Nobody likes that shit. Nobody wants to, unless they're yassa-bossing you. Unless they're yassa-bossing you. If you call another man buddy, you are putting yourself above that man. If a one grown man calls another man buddy, that man that used the word buddy thinks of themselves more highly than they think about the person they called buddy. That's a term of affection for a little boy. Buddy. That's a term of affection for a young boy. So if you're calling me that, I know you don't have any respect for my status. You think that I am subservient to you in some way if you get buddy out of your mouth. If my granddaddy called me buddy, I could take that because that's my granddaddy. I'm subservient to my granddaddy. If my father called me buddy, I could take that from my father because I'm subservient to my father. If my son calls me buddy, me and my son going to have a discussion about the fact that I am not your buddy. That's why you don't call your father by the first name. You don't call your father by their first name. Unless your father, for some reason, wants you to do that. But you don't call grown men by their first name if you're a young boy. And you do not call a grown man buddy. Because buddy is a term of affection for a little boy. I didn't know buddy was that boy. Is that bad? I'm telling you, Mario Ruiz, for black men, you should be careful calling them anything that sounds like you're calling them a child. Because for 400 years, black people in America were called boys and girls. Hey, boy, get off the sidewalk. Hey, boy, come here. And it didn't matter if the man was 75 years old or he's 80 years old, he was still a boy. Because you will never become a man. You are in our country where we are from. I don't give a shit what you do in Nigeria. I don't give a shit what you do in Honduras. I don't give a shit what you do when you're not. But when you come to the United States where we're from, you need to understand the culture. You need to understand the culture. And if somebody tells you, do not call black men boys, and really try to stay away from calling them buddy, sonny, skipper. Hey, skipper. I mean, you better not, man, come on. That was like, click the fucking link so I can fry your bitch ass. What? What? Are you fucking a moron? That shit was going on in the 1970s. That was 200 years ago. 200 years ago was 1820, you dumbass. 200 years ago was 1824, dumbass. That's 61 years before the end of slavery. That was 140 years before the end of Jim Crow. Wow, you guys are terrible. Whatever, man, just go away. Yeah, we do, D. But that's all right. Just go ahead and call somebody else that do that with somebody else, bro. Whatever, man. For now, people really don't get that we've dealt with shit as black Americans forever. They just don't understand because they just showed up. And you teaching black men to act so weak. Oh, hold on a second. Bud and boy is completely different. And you teaching black men to act so weak by a word like, but they'll whoop your ass, bitch. They will whoop your fucking ass. Go ahead and do the shit. Fuck out of my face. Do me a favor. Go call Mike Tyson boy. I dare you to call a black police officer buddy. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. Punk, you will never do it. You will not do it. You will not do it. You'll punk out now that I told you. Put it on camera. I got $200 for you. Put it on camera. You're going down to and go talk to a grown ass black man or a black police officer and call his ass buddy. Say, hey, buddy, call the police officer and tell that police officer, come here, buddy. Call a judge, buddy. Call a judge, buddy. See how that shit gets you. Boxing ass, shut your stupid ass up. Fuck telling people American. You're not a black American, bro. Stop telling me what black Americans think. You have no fucking clue. Ain't no black person in here, an American black person arguing about this. Only your stupid ass. Only your stupid tree algorithm, half understanding ass is saying that shit. Hey, T. Orlando said, I worked for a black female judge. Call her ma'am, and she snaps. They're not fucking. Dude, they nobody want to be called that shit. Boxing hacker got hit by Dunning-Kruger. Hell yeah, he did. Thinking he knows some shit. Bro, shut up, bro. Don't nobody want to be called that shit, man. I'm telling you. You can like it or you can lump it. Nobody wants to hear that. I said the same thing about Eddie Hearn. When Eddie Hearn said transatlantic deal, I'm like, Eddie Hearn, how could you say the word transatlantic deal? Do you see any problem with Terence, with Eddie Hearn saying something about a transatlantic deal, boxing hacker, before I get off? Do you know that when Eddie Hearn said, oh, we have the biggest we're making boxing a transatlantic trade. Unhide him, that buffoon. Thank you, bro. You're a fuck dude. Dude, you better be talking about something other than this. You better be wanting to talk about something other than this, you fucking buffoon. I don't remember what the other owner of Matchroom said. But I'm telling you, bro, you better be talking about something other than this shit.
I was going to sit here and agree with you that you're absolutely right. From my experience, I'm a foreigner myself. I'm an immigrant, so you can't do that shit here. Especially in Detroit. Like, you can't call nobody boy, because you're going to get beat up pretty quick. Especially grown black men. I mean, Buddy, I don't know.
And I'm telling you, try Buddy out for size.
Buddy, I don't know. I haven't had too much experience.
Buddy, you'll get your ass whooped by the same dude that'll smack you for calling him boy. They're probably going to tell you they may not slap you straight up, but they're not going to like it, bro. Buddy and boy. You got to understand why people don't want to be called boy. Why?
Yeah, I understand what you said about the...
No, but seriously, why do you think people don't want to be called boy? Why?
Grown men, probably because they're not, first of all, especially if they're black, the history that comes behind that. And if you're a grown man, you don't want to be called a child, boy.
And so Buddy is no different. You call a grown-ass man Buddy, and you're younger than him, you're going to get the same attitude out of them. Same thing.
Yeah, boxing,
it's the same. You're delivering the same message.
I got to agree with Fanan on this because, if you're trying to get beat up, go out there and try it. Especially, if you want to go, in areas like Detroit, Cleveland. Yeah, you might not pop out of there.
Bro, you better end that shit at bruh. Switch Buddy to brother. Because brother is not, hey, how you doing, brother? How you doing? How you doing, bro? How you doing, bruh? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up, son? But you don't say what's up, kid, to a grown man. Think about it, you talking to a grown man. You're 22 years old. This man is 55 years old. And you walk him and say, what's going on, man? What's going on, kid?
Yeah, that's extremely disrespectful.
Yeah, you call a grown-ass man anything that seems like it's a child.
I could
all right, man. Thank you, though. I appreciate that.
Hey, one more thing real quick before I go. I could see why he could be saying that, because in my country, people call each other boys in the language that I speak, and it's not a problem. So they may not see it as a problem in different countries. But in the United States,
No, they don't. The
yeah,
Irish, because they don't have, because the word doesn't have the same
right.
connotation.
That's it. That's all I'm saying. All right.
All right, man.
Thanks, man.
Peace.
All right.
Yes, sir. I didn't mind that at all, man. This dude's gonna fuck around and get a he gonna get an MA. He say almost like say, I'm just telling you, man. You guys think if you guys want to say, if you guys don't want to believe me, that's fine. I'm just telling you, man. It's a fact, bro. If women do, you call the ma'am. I hadn't heard the ma'am. You call a judge, you better call her as judge. Oh, that's why she's tripping, because you better call her as judge. Excuse me, judge. Excuse me, doctor. Man, who was that I talked to, man, where I had to check myself fast? Oh, it was an Indian lady, my doctor. And I said, yes, ma'am. And I was like, oops, I'm sorry, doctor. She looked at me and was like, and smiled a little bit. She looked at me and smiled like, yeah, get that shit right. Don't call me ma'am. You respect me. Respect me. When you talk to somebody, you need to give them respect. And black people are really big on respect. That's why if you step on their tenant, can somebody put in the chat, if you're in the urban with you know how Terence Crawford says the urban people? If you're with the urban people, what happens if you step on somebody's white shoes and you don't say I'm sorry very fast? Yeah, what happens if you step on somebody's Air Force One? What happens if you scuff their Air Force One and keep walking? Hunter Young said it could be the ass whooping will commence. Bird 101 said beat up, Zulu ha ha ha, ass whooping, you get cursed out. But you think you can call somebody a boy and not get your ass whooped? Black men are very big about respect. See, that's what Terence Crawford has. Terence Crawford does have a case of the black man where you're checking any type of disrespect coming your way. We're checking any type of disrespect. You're going to feel it. And yes, you can say, well, gosh, black men are so sensitive. Yes, we are. And I'm telling you, boy, stepping on people's shoes, you will get disproportionate reactions out of that because you don't see what it is. It's disrespect. You got shot in the 80s and the 90s. Hell yeah, you still will. You got to fight. Hey, Zulu Lion say you got to stop me. Any disrespect is getting checked. So if you say something, that's why Terence Crawford's so focused on disrespect. Right? If he feels like you're not giving him the credit, right? And you can call that what? You can call that you can call it a bit of a mental illness. But guess what black Americans have? Post-slavery, what's the term that came up? Post-slavery, traumatic, what is it called? What is PTSD? Post-traumatic stress disorder. Societally, post-slavery, what's the rest? Post-traumatic stress disorder, post-slavery stress disorder. You still got a lot of people that are out there very, very stressed and very quick on the trigger. Pop, pop. Because of what took place. It spreads. It's genetic. At a certain point in time, I think it becomes genetic. From the gate. Yeah, but anyway, I'm out of here, man. That was a good conversation. We'll talk about that later, man. Y'all come check me out at 3:30 on the other channel, man. Thank y'all for y'all support today. It really means a big deal. Ma'am is respect in the South. Yeah, but you can call somebody a ma'am, but you can't call a judge ma'am. 2 cents. Ma'am is respectful to somebody that. Hey, Boxing Hacker, salute to you too, bro. Look. You cannot call a doctor ma'am. You got to call the doctor doctor. You don't call a police officer buddy. You call him officer. You do not call a judge anything other than judge. When you speak to Barack Obama, you call him president. When you speak to a fighter that was a champion, you call him champ. If you see Errol Spence, you say, hey, champ, because that's the title he's earned. And people work really, really hard for their titles. Have I what? This is the last conversation. Biko, whatever your Bastian, did I what? Hell no, not all ass whoopers are the same. Just like you call your coach coach. You don't call him by his first name. JJ Bonds, you funny. I remember a judge called a doctor honey, and the doctor said, don't call me honey, address me as doctor. Yeah, you got to address him as doctor. My wife is doctor. And that's one of the things I told her. I was like, you need to have these students call you doctor. Don't let them get too familiar with you. Don't let them get too familiar with you. If you say, no, call me by my first name, they'll start thinking of you like you're a normal person. No, you make sure they call you doctor. If you're a professor, you better call him professor. Professor Clark, Professor Jones, Professor Pearson. Like him right here. If he's, no joke, T. Orlando Pearson. And I'm going to be done on this. I know I'm losing a lot of the audience, but this is still fun. T. Orlando Pearson. This is to the respect for T. Orlando Pearson. If T. Orlando Pearson taught me constitutional law, I would call him Professor. I would call him Professor Pearson for the rest of his life. I would call him Professor Pearson for the rest of his life. Because he deserved that. He deserves that respect. You know what I mean? Truth be told, I should have to call him doctor. I don't know why they don't have us called doctors. But truth be told, they need to slap that doctor in the front of that shit and get that man credit for being a doctor, because he's a doctor. I'm a doctor. You know, he's a Juris Doctor. He has a Juris Doctorate. But anyway, I get out of here. He said, let's wrestle. Oh, okay. Yeah, on the way out. Yeah, sure. Let's wrestle. Yeah, what's up, boss? And you say, yes, sir. How you doing? Hey, man, what's going on? You nod and everything. Oh, another thing. In the United States, if you see another black man, you need a lot. You need a nod. Even though some people don't do that. Give me 1 second. Here it is. And then I'm out.
You don't know what I've been training like. You don't know the vision I have. You do. Now, no, I'm on fire. I'm strong.
I don't know if Ryan Garcia is taking the fight serious or not.
I'm strong. Let's wrestle.
It's still hilarious. Hey, Freaking Fire hurting right now. Hey, I am being a jerk with this though. Glad I ain't got one there on me. Or does it? I don't know.
NGQ, doing what I do. All white, looking nice. Okay.
By majority decision, King.
Big drama show. Like, you weren't good in the beginning, remember?
Yeah, that was the last one. I'll do that for you, man. Let me get out of here, man. Y'all have a wonderful day. Y'all have a blessed day. And with that, I'm out. Peace. Yeah, the dude is a savage. Peace.